Was expired on July of 2021.
Cherry Lee says, take your bungee cords.
Just in case the trunk doesn't shut.
Bruja 210 says, no.
Hey, take a left on Mount Aaron towards Henderson.
Cherry Lee says, I got all the notifications.
Very good.
Clear.
Klassen 72 says, always film 5-0.
Always.
I am the man who says, John, why doesn't it shower the scanner on the bottom of the screen no more?
Because I
Big
forgot.
DeVeg says, scanner on live check.
I forgot to turn on the application that does that before I left the house. I might be able to get it if I stop.
So you just took a right on Remington.
I have to turn on the program.
19.
Cherry Lee says, just in case you take off without us.
Yeah, if I don't turn it on, that's when it gets to the Python error.
Good.
Because it doesn't have any data.
Bruja 210 says, by the way, Cherie is holding the bag if anyone needs you know. Wasmat Al 0 says always yes. Little Bit 918 says, I'm back, thanks Amazon. Ryan 152793 says, John was starting a new thing every time you park like a ding dong. It's 15 flashlights that you have to return tonight.
Dang.
Klassen 72 says, that's the first night of streaming.
It is my first
BC
night.
Scan says Bot Rix has successfully joined the channel. AD101M says Kyle Miner said he thought you were starting the live earlier since end too early, but that was a lie.
14 is on scene.
Yeah, I didn't take some things into account when I said that.
Big DeVeg says, the bag was full of poop as of last night. It tossed the bag.
We gotta get gas tonight.
Cherry Lee says, I like holding the purple bag. Ryan 152793 says, so John, you're going to have to give Officer Jones his flashlight back that you tried to steal.
It wasn't me. I'm innocent.
Senor Dasher _ OTR says, 2. AD101M says Kyle Miner said stop with the lies, buddy.
When I took a look
Little
at the...
Bit 918 says, I have to pass on the bag because I have a field trip tomorrow to the zoo with a crap ton of kindergartners.
Yeah, this is now secure.
Ryan 152793 says, why was it on the ground then, lol?
I don't know. Don't answer questions.
Bruja 210 says, let's see what bingo card is grabbed tonight.
Let's see.
You clear for 27.
Wasmat Al 0 says the zoo is such an awful place.
5260
AD101M says I seen Frankie last night walking a kitty home.
That was nice of him. Frankie always doing stuff for the community.
Bruja 210 says, oh feral cat. Erican Zach's Outdoor says, how's the girl from Monday's incident?
Don't know. I don't know.
Bruja 210 says, well damn I want to have bingo then. Country Boy 23123 says, hey John.
Hey.
Can you clear for another 28?
Let's get some gas and something to drink.
Lincoln San Mary 3548. Lincoln San Mary.
AD101M says pull that car over John.
I'm not a cop. I can't pull anybody over. I almost dropped you guys.
UC scanner says test. Filmmaker says waiting.
All right, there's a kid in the store, guys. Be good.
Greenberg says hey everyone.
Guys, be good. There's a kid in the store. Just saying.
Cheryl says don't break us.
Don't gotta break you. You guys be good. There's a kid in the store, just so you know.
Bruja 210 says Owen's mom is by Dollar Tree John with son and dog. Hilmacoker said.
How's it going? I'm waiting on the soda machine.
Is that all you're getting?
Huh?
Is that all you're getting?
No, I'm getting 30 in gas too. Let's go. I go and
Bubba
check
the
out.
big truck guy says we gotta be good this time of kids, and here we gotta be positive role models.
Number 5.
Country Boy 23,123 says hey cashier John has candy in his pocket.
3106.
Ryan 152,793 says John your shoe untied.
Oh.
The north line is there because I'll take your order.
Big Dave BCTX says, are you warning yourself not to ask if he wants some cookies?
3085.
Cheryl says, where's your boots?
Yeah, I didn't want to wear them tonight.
Country Boy 23,123 says we stuck in the trunk. Bubba the big truck guy says, hey cashier, ask John about the gas nozzle incident. He likes to drive off with gas nozzles.
That's not true.
Alrighty, have a good one.
All right, you too, man. All right, guys, we're still waiting on the actual drink machine.
Ryan 152,793 says cashier, ask John about his flashlight incident.
All right, little guy, have a good night. Be careful. How you doing?
Ringo 210 says Coke tonight. Bubba the big truck guy says we are keeping it PG John, it's hard to law. At Visitor State 856
Good job,
says
guys.
hi. How are you doing
Good
tonight?
job, guys. Good. Doing wonderful. You guys did good.
Ryan 152,793 says John, your gas is done pumped for you.
Ah, that would be nice.
Cheryl says don't forget the gas.
Yeah, I know.
Moose_Jones says hello John and Trunkies. XVX Poopy XVX says I called it. Country Boy 23,123 says it's quite tonight.
We just got started.
Ryan 152,793 says John is the green nozzle. Bubba the big truck guy says I think this is the best we have been in the gas station ever long.
Right.
Cheryl says that'll probably never happen again, lol.
Never, never. Guys, put it in the chat.
Bubba the big truck guy says I think we should get to sit up front with John tonight, lol.
Just for being good one time. On Easter, everybody can sit in the front. Oh shit, I better quit saying that. Easter's coming up, isn't it?
Ryan 152,793 says John let get in the car.
I gotta pump the gas. If I get in the car, I'm gonna drive off with this in here again.
Andy AM says not the Q word, we just started.
Did I say the Q word?
Cheryl says film 5-0.
Oh, no, it
Country Boy
wasn't.
23,123 says always film 5-0.
Always, always.
Cheryl says yeah.
Not me.
Rubber the big truck guy says John, for Easter you should dress up as the Easter Bunny and film cops like that. XVX Poopy XVX says John, what was for dinner? Rubber the big truck guy says it's quiet, quiet, quiet. Andy AM says no chat said it.
Oh,
Country
okay.
Boy 23,123 says Country Boy said it.
Oh, gotcha.
Shirley says, no Easter is coming.
All right, I'm in the car and I'm watching the stream. It still shows me pumping gas. That's a lot of delay. Now, let me try to start that application. So you guys can see the scanner on the screen.
AD101M says, wow, 2 vehicles at Circle K missing back windows.
What are the odds? Oh, it's right here.
Cherry says, we see you in the car.
All right. Let's see, Rust.
Bruja210 says, Twitch is good.
Very good. All right, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to try to fix that problem we're having. So I can turn back on the scanner.
AD101M says, kid here that was in the store. That dude looked ridiculous.
Yeah, with that mail in the backyard.
Cherry says, can I speak to your supervisor?
Yes. You're speaking with him right now. Go ahead. I'm all ears. Gotta get out from underneath this canopy thing. All right, let's turn the scanners up.
Bammer Oldtide 66 says, hello John, Pam, and Trunkies.
Hello to you.
AD101M says, wow, the banner is saying 45 degrees with an 80% chance of rain.
Moving forward to 88. And I'll be in contact with the residents.
Country Boy 23123 says, John Country Boy is messing with the Starlink.
Well, don't do that.
Was a key subject.
All right. Should be
Ruha
good.
210 says, John, the first thought your supervisor was hell and wait, go to hell and wait.
There you go. You can talk to them as well.
Cherryly says, they're kidding. No rain until next week.
That would suck. Is the scanner traffic on there now?
Cherryly says, yes. Ruha 210 says, yes.
And you're cooking.
$5414 is at UTMB Angleton. First confirmed on that 2000 Toyota, expires March 26. RO's a price subject out of Brazoria. King out of Lake Jackson is going to be not eligible for FTA. He's cleared.
Location.
454, sir.
Bob Olson subscribed on YouTube.
Thank you for that.
Going to be not eligible for FTA. He's cleared.
Check him surrounding. I hate that. Never a big fan of that.
455. I didn't find anyone matching it. 14, are you clear on my most recent notes?
Yeah,
455. I didn't find anyone matching that description. I'll be heading back to the church to see if there's any damage.
Who's damaging churches?
455 cleared.
What the heck, man?
Houston 212, 407, go ahead. Received.
UBS Houston Communication, all units, spread a copy, update on missing person. UBS Houston Communications, all units, info to locate David Anilo, yay. Subject has been located, already here, County Precinct 4. Advise you're unreadable.
Yeah, go ahead and consent search.
Consent search. Who's consenting to a search? Somewhere include. I don't know if you guys are still there or not. Are you guys just talking amongst yourselves? Or am I broke? I included searching somebody, so let's go back there. I was going to go to Freeport, but...
That where they can get.
K. Casper says, present.
Present. Okay, K. Casper's here.
NTU says, we here.
We here? All right.
Cherry Lee says, you're broke, but we are here.
Okay.
Wicked Clowns
Yeah, that's
83
true.
says, Chats talk to Chat John.
Okay, all
Big
right.
Devech says, everybody must be busy eating snacks.
No, everybody's just talking. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves.
Dean
That's
Vincent
fine.
Music says we're include.
I didn't see anything in Sector JG. Let's go check on the other way.
Andrew 8377 says, I am here.
Very good.
This girl 82 says, hey everyone.
Hi.
K. Casper says, I'm just enjoying the ride. Bruja 210 says, was listening to Scanner.
Gotcha.
Be advised, I'm going to be doing a quick walk through at the pavilion, though, shores area, for the section 9 dispatch.
Stream Element says, thank you for following Grizzy_7.
Be advised, I'm going to be doing a quick walk through at the pavilion, though, shores area, for the basketball court.
Thank you for that. Welcome in, guys. If you're new here,
Sarah _902 says, I can't believe the difference between here and there. I can't see over snowbanks here. Big Ek 2022 says, present, just keeping my ear pinned to the scanner. Stream Element says, K. Casper just cheered 100 bits.
Thank you, K. Casper.
Charlie says, I was talking to your supervisor.
Oh, gotcha.
Houston to Dylan 906 Smith, Christopher 197 Patton Village PD.
Guys, if you're new here, my name is John Gray. This is BC Scanner. We're in Brazoria County, Texas. We're listening to the scanner. We're going to record police interactions tonight. Do me a favor, hit follow or subscribe, depending on which platform you're watching me from. Hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down to let me know you don't like the content. Either way, I'm happy.
What's he checking?
He's fine. He's got one of the safest jobs in America.
Be right at the exit offer. 26 checking. Be right at the gate.
Yeah, I'm so sure.
Through here, I don't see anything.
Checking. Clear.
Vincent Music says, I wonder what scare tactic they used to get the search.
If you don't have anything to hide.
Put that King subject 27 on us, please. Can you put that King subject 27 on us, please?
Dean Vincent Music says, yay, but they will abuse their power to search intimidated you.
Yep.
Miss Girl 82 says, I wonder how the girl is from the other night that kept streaking out of her clothes.
Not sure.
Cherry Lee says, it says fog's coming Friday night at midnight.
I do not trust the weather when it comes to predicting fog at all. Some of the nights we went out, all it said was cloudy. I trust my own eyes better than I trust the damn weather forecast when it comes to
214, are you clear on the most recent notice?
fog. Yeah, some of the nights we couldn't see in front of the car, it's like cloudy.
Larry, put the number in the notes, please.
214, are you clear on the most recent notes about second caller warning contract?
Dean Vincent Music says today's wind was crazy.
Yes, I heard it.
Number in the notes, please.
Nightbot says BC Scanner is located in Brazoria County, Texas. We are about 50 miles south of Houston. Cherry Lee says, so sir.
You guys clear?
Cherie_Cherry_CC says, especially for us on the coast.
Right.
Cherry Lee says, I meant sorry damn phone.
No need to say sorry. Just telling you my opinion of the weather
Big
and fog.
Devech says, technically fog is a cloud.
I know.
It wasn't wrong.
I know.
Lol.
Just tell me it's going to be clouds on the ground, aka fog.
Dean Vincent Music says this weekend we start filming our movie.
Very good. Yeah, I mean...
Stream Elements says, Cash App $ extra good donations are appreciated but never solicited. If you choose to donate, they are non-refundable. Sarah_902 says, I always thought a taser slowed you down for at least a minute.
That depends on the person, actually. And your pain tolerance. I think it's also based on how mad you are. She was pretty mad. She was even mad at us.
Kim Crafton with Pups says, hello friends.
Hello to you, Kim B.
Cherry Lee
Crafton, welcome
says,
in.
awesome Dean. Saple 12 says, evening everyone.
Good evening to you.
5414 is clear.
Dean Vincent Music says, I've seen before here where they said foggy and it was clear, then it says clear and you can't see 10 feet.
Right.
Sarah_902 says, she definitely was mad at the world. Cherry Lee says, she was pissed at the world. Big Devech says, I don't think they gave her the full tase. Just little zaps. But I'm sure they hurt like hell. Kim Crafton with Pups says, did I miss someone getting taser? AD101M says,
night.
girl here from Monday night. Y'all can still kiss it.
She mooned me.
BCSO 3540.
I turned the camera away just in time when she mooned me.
I'm back in the county or out to the jail with one male prisoner.
Luckily, it's not my first rodeo, so. I've been mooned before.
Alright, other units checking.
They're fine.
Careful.
Saple 12 says, I must have missed that I fell asleep. Pregnancy is kicking my butt lately. Jethro Miller says, Smack Nuts McBoing Boing sent 100 for 2 joules.
Thank you so much.
Texasman the Legend says, howdy.
Thank you for the 2 joules.
I am Thiman says, how?
Howdy to you.
Victor Edge says, the weather bar doesn't even say it was going to be a full moon either.
Well, at least it's not saying sunny
Ian
anymore.
Vincent Music says, should have played The Streak by Ray Stevens Lowell. Jethro Miller says, Smack Nuts McBoing Boing sent GG for 10 joules.
Thank you for the 10
Hey Casper
joules.
says, and I have mooned. Stephanie _ Kygirl 2024 says, 12. I am Thiman says, how long are we gonna be live John?
Who knows?
Mandad says, hi John, how's it going? AD101M says John wanted her to mail in the undies, but the officers ripped them.
It really depends on how the bits and subs to gas ratio goes, how long we're going to be live.
Caffeinated Armadillo says, shell oh y'all.
And super chats. Don't forget the super chats and the kicks. That's what it's all depending on. Unfortunately, it has to be that way. We're starting out $30.
Texasman the Legend says, sorry for being late. I miss anything eventful?
Nothing at all. Just the gas. You miss getting gas and a drink and driving around.
Stream Element says, Cash App $1 extra good donations are appreciated but never solicited. If you choose to donate, they are non-refundable.
Vehicle across the street of the church was advised not to drive.
Parked his vehicle across. Oh, I know where they are now. I know where they've been the whole time. The one street we didn't check, by the high school.
Shaw units 10-8, advice given to that male. He parked his vehicle across the street of the church was advised not to drive.
Okay.
Texasman the Legend says, Mrs. Legend had me doing home improvement stuff.
Ah.
At least I had little helpers.
There you go.
Dodo 181 says, yo yo yo.
Yo, yo, yo.
No, left at his vehicle. He's on Smith heading towards Lake. Shooting.
Go ahead.
No, left in his vehicle. He's on Smith heading towards Lazy.
Glitch Critter 1968 says, Texas man, the show is almost over.
right? No, it's not. We just started at 9, and we're only an hour in. It's yellow, it's yellow.
Yes, sir. I don't hear right, Carmen.
Information, always advise not closing, back into the right turn to the back. You should have it.
Good.
Information, callers advise not closing, back into the backyard and take a backpack. You should have it in the vehicle with him.
Ran in the backyard, took a backpack. Should have it in his vehicle with him. Last seen on Smith and Lazy.
0874 9794 0874 57.
Eligible to on the 29.
Clear for 2 deals.
Cherie underscore Cherry underscore CC says, Twitch has been having some crazy issues since the update. Countryboy23123 says, I just seen what you did, you outran that light. AD101M says, Kyle Miner said, just run another one, buddy, and see what happens.
0348 0050 08. Correction 0348 0050. Let me know if you need a repeat. 9227. Clear for 3rd. 4 Chanel, you can secure the Sally Port. 5217 92 27 52 17 92 27.
Texas Memo Legend says, I'm going to be building a deck this weekend. John, I got a spare hard hat if you want to come do manly stuff. Then I've got wrestling bears on the schedule and taking out the garbage.
Ah. I have a soccer game I have to go to. That's all I got planned. That's gonna happen twice, guys.
Possible reaction to medication. 409 Jasmine, cross frequency at Palm. I have a 3-year-old male who's unable to stop.
Vilma Doresh Shingu subscribed on YouTube.
Possibly having a reaction to medication. You got the ER time. This is the EMS. First down.
Texas Memo Legend says, I swear, once I get this out of the way Mrs. Legend wants it, she's going to make me sell it and buy a new one to fix up. AD101M says the bounty hunter is doing so good on the force with Fort Bend, they might give him a key to the city.
Is he really a Fort Bend cop now?
That's at Liberty Dayton Hospital, Hotel 208 for a possible stroke. Northwest.
Sure.
Got everything's clear.
Right, they clear for public service. Sure.
Chillin' Like Villain 212 says, hello John and Trunkies, I was in my car, stream automatically started playing, all I heard was women mooning John lol.
That did happen. I'll see him this way.
214, 219, you good?
They're fine.
Several.
I can only see the vehicle from a
Dodo
distance.
181
Looks like
says,
the red light vehicle
I'm at fire
blacked out
department.
somewhere between Plantation and 332, unable to locate him.
AD101M says, Gray, do you want us to tell the bounty hunter to get you on part-time?
No.
Little Bit 918
I
says,
can only see
on
the
foot or
vehicle from a
driving?
distance while stuck
Sorry,
with
was
the
in
red
the
light
shower.
vehicle blacked out
Chillin' Like
somewhere
Villain
between
212 says, Washi
Plantation
moon
and
you on traffic
332,
stop.
unable to locate him.
Vehicle blacked out somewhere between Plantation and 332. This is the with the backpack.
Cherryly says, I have to turn y'all down for a bit. Texasman the Legend says, this latest project, Mrs. Legend made me buy antique solid wood doors, restore them, and now they're all installed. Antique doors are heavy. Ask me how I know.
Did they find him? I see lights up here. Blacked out somewhere between Plantation and 332. Yet I just saw him going that way.
Ford North Base, you can disregard, Liberty Dayton. North Base.
Dodo 181 says, do you eat before you go live?
I ate lunch today.
Chillin' Like Villain 212 says, do donut follow him?
Let me see what... And these guys are taking their sweet little time. Oh, you're turning. Okay, good. Good. Turn signal would have been nice, but hey. Alright, here's a state trooper over there, probably looking for the backpack guy too.
Can I get a tree cover?
get that case number.
North Brazosport with Tomboy Robert 5165. Tomboy Robert 5165. Silver in color. 2000 North Brazosport with Tomboy Robert 5165. Tomboy Robert 5165. Looks like it's either white or silver in color. 609 clear. You look at your location. 2000 North Brazosport.
Daniel 04081017 says, who farted in the trunk? It stinks.
Watch out for Frankie over here.
Houston, on Highway Sierra, Class C, Precinct 4, Harris County Constable, not eligible. DL, that's our suspension, mandatory conviction, that's our suspension, no liability insurance. That's the identification. Go ahead. You're at M211, receive out of County 2211, hospital. Cheer on 202.
I'm going to stay in this area in case they find that guy.
Receive back in service.
Unless something else breaks out on the scanner.
Dodo 181 says, do you think I'm going to get this job?
I hope so.
Texasman the Legend says, are we on the hunt for the backpack bandit?
Yeah.
AD101M says, Frankie here, turn off your high beams, jerk. You're scaring the kitties.
Alright, let's just hang out in this area for a second. Out of the way, of course. Bad parking. Everybody get out and stretch while we listen to the scanner. We have 363 miles of gas.
712. 830 uppers are secure.
Next.
Some 830 uppers are secure.
Okay.
Big Devebch says, everybody out. Let's go streaking.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that tonight.
Dodo 181 says, can I go pee on a tree?
Yeah, go ahead. Or you can just go to Whataburger.
Texasman the Legend says, my littlest legend drew pictures of doors while I was working on them. She handed it to me and I acted like it was installation instructions. She thought it was the funniest thing. AD101M says Whataburger is smoking. Call it in, John. BC Scan says hello everyone reading comments here.
Those little dots are taking the focus off the camera. Let's see if I can get them. We'll turn on the defrost.
Dodo 181 says, I feel like getting arrested.
I don't feel like getting arrested. Nobody should feel like that ever. All right, I think we got it.
Texasman the Legend says, Whataburger sounds pretty good right about now.
Not sponsored.
Nightbot says 2019 Chevrolet Camaro.
Houston
It's a
Channel 4,
V6
345,
broke
receiving
activist
around
version.
JCC, console time
No back
2615
window and
for
bad
both units.
tires.
That's what we're driving. All right, that delay's not too bad. Not too bad at all.
K. Casper says, I was thinking the same thing. Dodo 181 says, if I don't get this job, I'm going to get arrested.
Oh.
Dodo 181 says, lol.
Channel 208, checking status.
Should I apply at Whataburger? You think Whataburger would hire me?
Racing name. Checking.
CSL 3540.
Dodo 181 says, I'm gonna get arrested. For murder.
Dang. Don't do that. Don't do that.
214 checking.
I'm 10-4.
Musa underscore goat says, apply at Bucky's lol.
I damn sure know they would not hire me.
633.
Stream Elements says, Sarah underscore 902 just cheered 200 bits.
With the 200 bits, thank you, sir.
AD101M says Hydrochem here. We will hire anyone in Pearl except John.
That's true. Thank you for the 200 bits, Sarah. 902. Thank you so much.
Sugar F Frank, secure F Frank.
Houston, 2 Charles 450.
Sugar F Frank, secure
Texasman the Legend says, construction here. The restraining order is still valid.
Yeah.
Right. It's probably best. It's probably best. Okay.
AD101M says Whataburger will not hire you, Gray, because on your first day, you be trying to program the fryer.
Okay, Lauren with the 2 joules, the 2 joules, and the 2 joules. A total of 6 joules. Thank you for that.
Stephanie_Kygirl 2024 says, 8. K. Casper says, thank you for deleting those messages, whoever did it.
What'd I miss? Was it bad? Let me look at Twitch, see what they said.
Davis95 says, just realized I haven't heard the Burger King noise lately. Did they fix that?
No, I don't think so.
I just cleared it, man.
Texasman the Legend says, the guy that was talking about getting arrested and unaliving someone.
Ah, gotcha.
Big Devevch says, the dodo said dodo things.
Ah. Well, time him out.
AD101M says, how's the Cheetah Man doing?
I don't know. That's the second time they've done that, right? The other time they said I wouldn't pull a pew-pew on you or some shit like that. Are they just trolling us?
Texasman the Legend says, I cut him some slack, but he kept going.
Yeah, just ban him. Just ban him. I think they're just trying to save stuff out of the speaker to get us banned.
Texasman the Legend says, I already have him a brief intermission.
All right, we'll try
Eric
it.
Han Zach's Outdoors says, I co-own a small business. I'd love to hire someone who wants to work. So I'd definitely hire you.
Where are you at? Where are you at? Are you in Brazoria County? What am I going to be doing?
Big Devevch says, yeah. He's a lounging, I think.
7-4.
Big Devevch says, youngin. Texasman the Legend says, ban completed.
There you go.
Subject contact, West Broadin, Cherry Street.
Broad and Cherry, subject, stop. Freeport. That guy does this all the
11
time.
Shadow Spectre says, hello, John.
Hello to you.
Look at subject contact, West Broadin.
Eric Han Zach's Outdoors says, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin? Oh man, that's too cold, too far. If you have remote jobs. Of course somebody wants to hire me in Wisconsin. Thank you for the offer, man. As you can see, I'm lounging around in 71-degree weather, so I think it would be hard-pressed to get me in Wisconsin.
AD101M says, I want to hire you also, Gray. Can't disclose what you will be doing just yet, but you will need a mask. Jethro Miller says, that's my gifting memberships on YouTube is lame because it always gives it to the people in the background. Cherryly says, okay, did I miss anything? Texasman the Legend says, I looked at his previous comments. Ban is warranted.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, they're usually here talking, but every now and then they just randomly say some bad shit. So we can't have that. We're hanging on by a thread as it is. I'm definitely stalling and saving gas, guys. Just so you know, I hope you guys don't mind. We are listening to the scanner, though. Get to see snow? That's true. I don't think snow is that pretty. It's pretty for about 15 minutes.
Capace underscore says, that beautiful parking.
Thank you. I'm proud of it.
Big Devebch says, all good. Save the gas.
There you go.
Texasman the legend says, no. You're stalling and making us hungry.
I could...
AD101M says we don't mind, but now we want Whataburger.
No.
Eric Han
Not
Zach's
sponsored.
Outdoors says 20 degrees here tonight.
Not
60
sponsored.
Friday LOL.
20 degrees and 60 Friday. If we had 20, we would close our schools down. I know that for a fact.
Sarah underscore 902 says, is the scanner turned up?
It is.
Chillin' like Villain 212 says, welcome to the food channel lol. Big Devebch says, definitely a sponsorship in the works. Jethro Miller says you guys have said Whataburger so many times I'm going to the freezer to thaw ground beef to make one.
It's a little late, isn't it?
Eric Han Zach's Outdoors says in Wisconsin, you can have all 4 seasons in one day.
Dang.
Cherry
No,
Lee
thank you.
says, thank goodness.
No, thank you. We have cold and hot. That's it. Not freezing, just cold. Cold and hot.
4222.
What are you doing, Alvin?
Yes. Both seriously. Yeah.
SpoopyX says, never had Whataburger. Not sure where the closest one is to SW, Ohio.
4222.
Whip It Up Wishes says, hey y'all.
Hey, Whipped Up
Texasman the
Wishes.
legend says, Whataburger manager here. You don't judge like those Buc-ee's guys do.
All right.
G George, G George.
47 record officer.
G George, G George.
Ryan 152793 says, hey John Fault we are hungry. Jethro Miller says yeah, but in Ohio there's checkers and rallies.
I remember the checkers.
Two Charles 10-7, clear on message.
Clear on message. I'm not clear on the message.
Get Diggy says, good evening.
Good evening. to you. Get
AD101M says Buc-ee's here. We will be selling burgers tomorrow, buddy.
Roger 6.
Kim Crafton with Pup says, we finally got Whataburger in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I tried it for the first time last week. So good. Texasman the legend says, on a real note, John, there's some big construction projects going on if you don't mind traveling.
Houston 2 David 950, check your status.
I'm not the best construction hand out there.
SpoopyX says, we do have rallies.
Check your status.
We're Jethro, we transporting shortly.
Buc-ee's is pretty strict on their employees. They are horribly strict.
33, check your status. 33,
We're Jethro, we transporting shortly.
3047. Can you grab the truck, please?
33 clear.
Jethro Miller says also in Ohio and western Pennsylvania we have Amish donuts, those who know. Glitch Critter 1968 says, Swagelock is looking for an IT person. Texasman the Legend says, I've been on big construction jobs. Not many of the hands out there are the best at construction either.
I'd fit right in. What are we gonna build? I don't know. What do you want to build? I don't know.
Whip It Up Wishes says, working on an Elvis-themed two-tier cake. Stressing a bit.
All right, let's drive around a little. Let's go see what Lake Jackson's doing.
Big Devebch says, John could program those digital signs at the construction zone to say don't talk to cops.
Yeah.
Texasman the Legend says, in the industry, it's called fake it till you make it.
Ah.
AD101M says that little building in the frame is also hiring. Ryan152793 says, John apply the Brazos Wood Apartments. Saddletramp 1860 says they call John Fingers because he isn't a hand. Angie416S says, everybody get in.
Because he isn't a hand. There's Lake Jackson. What are you doing, Lake Jackson? They call John Fingers because he isn't a hand.
One patient, one rider, non-emergency.
So true.
Brothers for hospital. Beginning mileage 0.0. Medic 3 dispatch. We transporting one patient, one rider, non-emergency, Brothers for hospital. Beginning mileage 0.0. Medic 3.
AD101M says, what's so funny, Fingers?
It's 155, it'll be 11213.
Texasman the Legend says, they call him motion sensor light because he only works when someone walks by. Biopreppers 1 says, Big Brazoria County hugs.
Thank you, Bayou.
Roger, left line 6, 342 plus 106, 722 and route back to the listing. Roger, 6, heavy lifting.
Eric Han Zach's Outdoor says we have some lots here. If you park there too long, you're going to have A50 on your side door. Texasman the Legend says, we actually had a guy we called Thumb because he'd never be a finger. And a finger would never be a hand.
me 10-8. I'll be back around to
Yes, sir.
SpoopyX says, hey John,
Hey,
is the infamous Alligator Road in a rural area?
not gonna say.
Turn towards you. You can show me 10-8. I'll be back around to North Central.
Yes, sir.
Texasman the Legend says, just walk fast and look angry. You'll get promoted.
I can do that. I've done it every day for 2 weeks. I'm a professional now.
Ryan 152793 says, when does the bar close in around you?
On Wednesdays, it doesn't really matter. Lake Jackson, I think this closes down at random times on Wednesdays. You never know what's open, what's not going to be open.
Units at Treasure Bay checking.
Units at Treasure Bay checking. Of course they're at Treasure Bay. When I just drove away from there, I literally sat there. Alright, they're at Treasure Bay. Let's go.
Last name Sam, Ocean, Henry, Robert, Tom.
Units at Treasure Bay checking.
032504. 2004. 461 Clifford, name Edward.
Jethro Miller says K-Lornoff 3799 sent clapping seal for 250 joules.
Thank you for the 250 joules.
032504. 0325 of 2004.
Ryan 152793 says, Flip a Yui. Texasman the Legend says, another nickname is Blister because he only shows up after the work is done. Anti-Eam says, punch it John, punch it.
1251, return on Thursday, she says, comes back at a Danbury, deal, Hardcliff, no way, no way.
Of course, I'm a law-abiding citizen, so I would never do that.
Return on Thursday, she says, comes back at a Danbury, deal, Hardcliff, no way, no way.
SpoopyX says, according to my phone there are 92 of us in this trunk and there is still plenty of space. Not bad for a Camaro. Stream Element says, Glitch Critter 1968 just cheered 100 bits.
Glitch Critter with 100 bits, thank you.
Ryan 152793 says, John Papa Wheeler's lol.
Last name Cantu, Charles, Adam, Nora, Tom, Union. First name Sophia, Sam, Ocean, Paul, and Ida, Adam. 455, clear the copy one by name and date of birth. Last name Cantu, Charles, Adam, Nora, Tom, Union.
BioPreppers1 says, what's going on in Danbury?
Ocean,
Do I know?
Paul, Henry, Ida.
I haven't heard
Adam.
anything from
Date of
Danbury.
birth 11/05/2002.
Kickaspare with 100 kicks, thank you.
Clear out of Alvin, no local someone.
Kickaspare, what are you doing at
That's clear.
over on Kick? Just making the rounds?
Return circumstance, you can find current clear of Alvin, the local time.
That's good.
Thank you.
Ryan 152793 says, dang red lights. K Casper says, yes, just moving around.
I see that.
Also watching you on my TV on YouTube.
Ah.
Charles 804, Nelson Class B 64.
Ryan 152793 says, what are they checked for? Cherryly says, I heard them say Danbury, but that's all. Eric Hanzak's Outdoors says, why don't they have more four-way stops in that town? There's not much traffic there at all.
It would be so nice.
Littlebit 918 says, I'm just trying to go to bed, but I keep forgetting my charger. I've gotten up for like 5 things, then lost my vape, so had to look for that. Bayou Preppers 1 says, I heard it too.
Okay, show me back on the picture limit.
Jimmy 944, it's 1029. Charles 601 Wilson, next one up.
Chev. How you doing? I don't know why we're just sitting here, guys.
723.
How you doing? Good. What's this call about?
We're arguing.
People arguing? Are they done arguing? Hopefully. All right. Thanks, man.
She College 13-year-old daughter assaulting her, and she is now on top of the roof. College states that she's unsure if the 13-year-old will jump from the roof and try to harm herself or not. She did advise that the assault is past tense and that she does not have any weapons at this time.
Where's the person on the roof at? I missed the address. Where's the person on the roof at? We'll rewind it. Let me rewind this.
Herself or not, she's 13-year-old daughter assaulting her. You turn out to 1732 West 9th Street, repeating 1732 West 9th Street. It's going to be a reference to College 13-year-old daughter assaulting her, and she is now on top of the roof. College states that she's unsure if the 13-year-old will jump from the roof and try to harm herself or not. She did advise that the assault is past tense and that she does not have any weapons at this time.
No, it's clear.
Visual ID only. FCA.
This call was about people arguing. Let's see, can I get through here?
Cherry says, I used to live there.
It's 704 as well.
That's
451 traffic. X-ray Henry Tom 9371. X-ray Henry Tom 9371. Be on Dixie in front of Shipley's. It's a white Honda.
Dixie in front of Shipley's? That's like right in front of us.
Control, Conway, 27.
That's not Shipley's. That's way over there.
AD101M says while using a signal in a parking lot, name and badge number.
Habit. It's habit. It's habit. It's habit. I'm in complete status, so.
451 traffic.
That's not Shipley's.
X-ray Henry Tom 9371. X-ray Henry Tom 9371. Be on Dixie in front of Shipley's. It's a white Honda.
there. All units should be advised. Calling call back on the line stating that the 13-year-old daughter is in fact not on the roof and that she's unsure of where she went. She does have an ankle monitor, so she can be tracked through GPS.
Alright, she's not on the roof. Alright, we got Lake Jackson here.
I'm gonna be checking the area to see if I can locate the jury now.
Okay.
How you doing tonight?
Thank you, sir.
The caller advised Ocean Way.
It's so windy tonight, guys. It says Clute, yeah, because if you're across the street and you're in Lake Jackson, actually one more street over, you're actually in Lake Jackson, so.
I am the man says what going on in Freeport, John.
Somebody was on a roof, but now they're not on the roof. Now it's just they just took off. They're on an ankle monitor. I think they said on 9th Street.
Abrithalamus says you get pulled over.
Not me. That's not me. I'm way over there with the most excellent parking in the world.
At John Shicky 9546 says what city and state is he live in?
I'm in Clute, Texas right now.
At CJ 42005 says can't you get in trouble for interfering?
Oh, I would hope not. Gosh, that would be a crime. I would never want to interfere with anything.
Alright, sir, just a warning.
It's a warning.
Yeah, just a warning. No fine, no court date, something like that, okay? Hey. I forgot it does. Yeah. I know you're DoorDash, so you're out working, so no big deal, okay? Well, man, you have a good night, okay? Drive safe.
It's Wacky Warning Wednesday. Thank you for celebrating with us. That's amazing.
That's my 5th warning tonight.
5th warning. Well, you're really celebrating. Happy Wacky Warning Wednesday to you, sir.
Bubba the big truck guy says don't trust John when he says he has almost perfect parking law.
It's good. It's good. It's really good. It's really windy too, guys. I don't know if the mic is hiding in the wind, but hopefully it is. Guys, put it in the chat.
2320 is going to be William Sam William, 1991, William Sam William, 1991. Can you advise for the R road?
Ryan 152,793 says John.
I can tell the parking is terrible.
It's good parking.
At CJ 42005 says what's the... Kathy Gash 6318 says nice car.
Auto's going to be in Alejandro Sanchez, apartment 600 at the
about 50 miles.
Enfield 202567 says, his 5th warning. Dean Vincent Music says it was fun while dashing and trying to hold the car on the road at the same time. Angie 416S says, always film 50.
Always.
Cherry Lee says, 10. K Casper says, your mic is good.
Okay.
Bubba the Big Truck Guy says, looks like John may his own parking spot again, lol.
Well, I mean...
Ryan 152793 says, you left the car on.
Oh, that's not a good thing.
1022, show me in the area.
Let's see something here.
23, copy 27. Getting up that. Let you left the door open on exit.
AD101M says don't trust John whenever he says he doesn't interfere. I remember he got made and beat up an officer with a door.
That's not true.
Lobby down.
It's not true.
Chillin' like Villain 212 says, John, you forgot the gas pump, lol.
Dang it. We'll go back and get it. I'll turn on that defrost for you guys in just a second.
Right, a search warrant.
Bubba the Big Truck Guy says, parking -5.
This is good parking for a second.
Stephanie_Kygirl 2024 says, 16.
That's why, okay.
Chillin' like Villain 212 says, old lady, here we come law.
I'm gonna turn the fancy voices down for a minute.
Hilmacoker says, I wonder if lady is over by Dollar Tree. Ben Wild 200-2567 says, always film 50.
Always.
DJ Skinny Steve says, hey.
Hey.
Bruja 210 says, PTSD.
Help.
Sunsiderma says, what is Ollie's? Hilmacoker says, you see her.
Attention West Brother CMS, attention West Brother CMS, near route 11034 South Highway 36.
Chillin' like Villain 212 says, John over her, help.
South Highway 36, Clemens unit. 21-year-old male, broken arm, conscious breathing.
Clemens unit. You guys remember when we went out there and recorded?
Cheryl says, I saw where you got hit on the head with a flashlight by the cop.
Yeah, that happened. It was on my hand, actually. It happens. That's when I first started, man. They hated me.
49, 81, 01, 45.
The duty still is at the station.
All right, turn down voices for everybody for a minute.
Chillin' like Villain 212 says he tried to steal that flashlight law.
I turned on voices for everyone for a minute. We'll do 5 minutes of whatever you want to say.
Kikisper says they didn't like you out there.
They didn't. They weren't big John fans. That's definitely a fact.
2304. Good. She went to a neighbor's. Gonna be 1711.
Leah 1962 says, yeah, that prison call had that guard running you off the property.
You remember? Then they kept sending everybody to run me off.
At Kaornoff 3799 says we're at full capacity. At Brickland says, how long have you been doing this, sir?
About 8
says, yeah. At Jamelkali says, be safe. Sunsiderma says, what, some music while you're driving?
I can't because of YouTube. I've been doing this about 7 or 8 years.
At the station.
7 or 8 years.
23, case number.
Hilmacoker says John is the one where you got arrested in Angleton for anyone to see. Texas Girl
somewhere.
979 says, yeah, we all get to talk. At John Chicky 9546 says, what frequency range are you picking up the cops and fire departments on your scanner?
Oh man, that'd be so much.
And Neojax3 says, I'm having a hard time hearing with both chat and scanner. Chillin' like Villain 212 says, guard running. NAM says, Cheerwolf 45. Scorpion says, NAM just cheered 45 bits.
Thank you for the 45 bits.
465,
At Bertholomus says, I lived in Lake Jackson on Astor Street in 2015.
Oh yeah?
Hilmacoker says, I remember.
Yes, sir.
You were needed for a 27-year-old female with back pain from a recent assault. Address 1732 West 9th Street, repeating 1732 West 9th Street. First call, first time.
I am the man says Freeport hot tonight, John. Hilmacoker says, I remember you were telling chat call Justin.
Repeating 26-0220.
23,
Wiggins wanting to have EMS check her out for back pain.
Yes.
Cheryl says I would like to see the Angleton arrest, but I can't find it.
I'll find it. I'll find it. I'll put it in Discord later.
At Kalornoff 3799 says, let's stop at the vape shop. I need a V and M.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Tom Sam King, 0658. Tom Sam King, 0658.
Unit for a 27-year-old female with back pain from a recent assault. Address is going to be 1732 West 9th Street, repeating 1732 West 9th Street. First call, first turn, circle out 2258.
And John Shicky 9546 says, what frequency range was it again? Too much cross chat. And Phil Junior 1513 says, as I
I mean, it's a bunch of different frequencies.
says, hey John, today is my birthday.
Happy birthday. So I'm listening to the TX Warren network. I mean, it's so many frequencies, and obviously I don't have them memorized. I programmed the scanner a long time ago.
At Kalornoff 3799 says, I hob. Road Lopez 1 says, hello everyone.
Hello to you.
Road Lopez 1 says, how's it going?
So far, so good. We're gonna have about 5 or 10 minutes where everybody can talk. In case I'm missing new people that want to ask me questions. After that, we'll go back to members on YouTube and subscribers on Twitch.
At DebbieHurst 8856 says, IHOP open in 24/7.
That's good information.
Cheryl says, I remember watching in Danbury when there was a trespassers in Danbury and you said you had to work in the morning and there wasn't a chat. At Phil Goodyear 1513 says, copy Deb. At John Shicky 9546 says, are the frequencies digitally encoded?
Yes. Yeah, it's P25.
At Kalornoff 3799 says, Freeport Bridge always a cop stop.
Guys, I know TTS might get annoying, but that's the only way I'm not gonna, I cringe when I see streamers reading their chat and driving. I don't look at my phone at all, I just react to TTS so I can focus clearly on the road. As a matter of fact, if you see a streamer that's reading his chat and driving at the same time, just log off. He's putting himself and other people in danger.
Big Dave BCTX says, Brazoria County System Type, Project 25 Phase E.
I mean, you can...
CSL 27950 gonna be off duty.
If you really want to get the frequencies, you can go to my YouTube channel, Brazoria County Scanner, where I stream the radio traffic 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
At Catherine Lang 5662 says, can you stop at the hungry?
All right.
I am the man says, haven't seen not one single police stop tonight, John.
Eligible DL.
And Wacky 306 says, come. Smoke crack with me, bro.
All right, so that guy can get banned. That guy can get banned. That's why we don't use TTS for everybody all the time. That guy can get banned.
Channel Services in Southwest. SM 2004 near SM 523. It's going to be a maroon Ford truck. William David Young, 3980. Not maintaining the lane.
At Kalornoff 3799 says, large fry and a diabetes water, please.
So I can clear my addresses.
Can you go ahead?
Be right in front of Brazelwood Apartments, Henry Sam Henry, 8257, Henry Sam Henry, 8257.
Have any contact there with anybody named Daniel?
Hold on, put me on with night shift. Sir, for friend advice, bring me out with that juvenile.
Hopefully you're good.
I'm back in with the supplement.
At Delan Hammonds 8518 says Bucky's here. Don't think about it. Chillin' like villain 212 says John, don't forget my McNuggets.
Got you. Check your inbox.
Chillin' like villain 212 says and barbecue sauce lol.
I think we'll monitor this one from a distance. So basically the 13-year-old that was on the roof, the cops are now out with them. They did call an ambulance for someone that was involved.
On a 2015 GMC, expiration July 26, Castro, showing eligible.
Can you check in house for Royal Wildwood Apartment 1701, see if we have any contact there with anybody named Daniel?
We do have previous call history with the Daniel at that address. Of course, yeah, man.
I think we'll watch from a distance, though.
Can you have the information to follow the call?
Hopefully you're good.
At Kaornoff 3799 says hot and spicy with cheese and bacon never did me dirty.
You know, that's true.
Okay.
You're one of the rich people that can afford bacon. I can't afford it.
At Catherine Lang 5662 says that hot and spicy stuff is good. Leah 1962 says what street?
Transfer
William
on a
210 says
DMC,
thought she was
expiration
15.
July 26,
I think I said
Castro,
13.
showing eligible.
16086,
At KitKat-9T says new here. Where's this?
23.
We are in
do
Freeport,
have previous
Texas
call
right
history
now.
with the Daniel at that
Andrew
address.
8377 says John, what did they say about Royal Wildwood on the scanner?
Can you have his information to
ABCTX says the juvenile on the roof is the same person they've called EMS for.
No. I think they... What are they doing over here?
At Kaornoff 3799 says I always got enough for bacon.
They all went that way. We'll follow them all this way. What is up here, though? Is that just EMS?
Cheryl says testing.
That's just EMS up there. Let's go back this way where the convoy is going.
Hayjack says who is this Mr. Scan feller? At Countryrider 979 says I was a member but somehow it disappeared.
It does. You have to renew it every 30
At
days.
Catherine Lang 5662 says I like cooking scrambled eggs in bacon grease. At KitKat-9T says bacon is essential.
Mileage is 16086.
All right, so
16086.
they just arrested the juvenile, so that's where the convoy's going. So in theory, they have to take the juvenile through the front. Let's see if they follow policy.
At Turboman 351W3 says what's up.
What's happening? So in theory, they have to take the juvenile through the front, not the back. We'll see if they follow policy.
Can I just ask if you need to look at this PTS or take?
What was going on in Royal Wildwood? They asked for an address if they had call history there.
At Kaornoff 3799 says dang 5,150 possibly. Ajax says I like to make tamales with bacon grease instead of lard. And Nonsense 7655 says what type of scanner should one buy for their home? Didi says 72.
If it depends on what you want to do with it. And how good you are at programming. If you're just as a hobby, I would get a HP 436 HP. And they also program with just a zip code, so they're pretty easy to program. But it really depends on your area. I hate to tell you that, and then your area is completely encrypted. Check radioreference.com or radio frequency. And you can check your area by zip code. See if your area is encrypted or not.
Can I get your RFP to look at a CTS intake?
That's a 721 Honda, white in color, expiration August 26th.
Sunseter says, listen.
1420. John
yeah,
Paul 4304.
I'm not gonna film it, but if you look,
John Paul 4304.
if you look over here, you'll see that all the police are pulling in front because if they have a juvenile,
expiration June of 2020.
so because they have a juvenile, they have to go in through the front. They can't go in through the back.
9546 says, what's the temperature right now?
It should say on the top, or unless you're watching. Yeah, they're going in the front.
Sunseter says, listen to scanners.
Yeah, the juvenile has to go in front. It can't go in.
Country Rider 979 says, I'll order chicken nuggets and a medium fry and a large vanilla shake.
Yeah,
At Vicky Kimball 6385 says, said hi.
Hello to you. So they can't bring.
Chillin' like Villain 212 says, why is that?
Because they would put them in a regular jail.
3799 says, I am. Jethro-Miller says, if I'm quick, I seem to be able to clip the trolls before the TTS picks it up.
You look at you.
Chillin' like Villain 212 says, why do they have to go in front of?
Because the back is a regular jail for adults, so they can't put a juvenile in that jail. You're actually able to get them before they get to TTS. That's pretty good. A few more minutes if everybody's able to talk. I guess I could have warned you I was going to do that, huh, Jethro? I did you wrong, man. I did you wrong. I did you wrong.
Big Dave BCTX says defrost.
Okay. Oh yeah, definitely a good idea. I see you. My side looked good. Your side.
Catherine Lang 5662 says random fun fact: 1 gram of uranium contains over 20 billion calories.
Dang.
At Kalornoff 3799 says there's a few second lag before TTS speaks.
Very good.
Cheryl says then what? At Jethro-Miller says I like it. There's been a few people in the chat that seem genuinely curious and have got a few questions answered.
Yep.
Leah 1962 says defrost.
Did it.
At
Got
Priceless
you.
Search says hello.
Hello to
Stream
you.
Elements says thank you for following Butisse 1231.
Thank you for the follow.
At Little Dipper RF 6U says what are we doing here?
We're recording police. You're listening to the scanner. I'll give it a quick intro for you. My name is John Gray. This is BC Scanner. We're in Brazoria County, Texas. We're about 50 miles south of Houston, right on the Gulf Coast. We listen to the scanner. We record police interactions. That's what we do here.
And John Chicky 9546 says, why is it that you guys have so many fireworks stores down there, but they're not open year-round?
They're open during the holidays.
At Priceless Search says, why are we recording police?
Oh, why would we not?
Bruja 210 says, hi Jethro.
We do it to make sure they don't.
BCTX says, welcome to British Columbia.
We're in.
And Brent
No.
Campbell-T2I says, it's a Diddy party hose got the baby oil.
We do it to make sure they don't violate people's rights.
8518 says, if you hang out long enough, John lets you ride in the trunk.
Yeah, we do it to make sure they don't violate people's rights.
1784 says, what do you mean the juvenile has to be in front? Front seat of the police car.
No, he has to go in the front. They can't actually go into a jail cell. They have to do a lot of paperwork and get juvenile detention center to take them. You know what? There's no bond in the juvenile system either, by the way.
At Jethro-Miller says, Kalornoff 3799 sent high five for 100 joules.
Look at that with the
And
100
America
joules,
Falling Like
thank you.
Rome says, have you seen a Bronco Raptor on the road?
I have not.
Tavia75 says 7.
I have not seen a Bronco, but of course I wasn't looking for it.
At Catherine Lang 5662 says, what kind of car you driving, just wondering.
Jethro, give him the...
Bubba the big truck guy says John said he's letting us join him in the front with him tomorrow. Sunseterma says, don't you trust the police?
Oh, hell no.
Priceless Search says, does this benefit you in any way?
Yes.
NOLIMITSWAE2 says -7.
Yes, it does.
At TankingJu3204 says, said hi.
Hello to you.
And Mike Swinford 7990 says, if radio systems is Marx, if system does that mean it's inserted? Cheryl says he said on Easter. And Nightbot says 2019 Chevrolet Camaro. It's a V6 broke activist version. No back window and bad tires. Melanie Syop 1784 says he had an ankle bracelet. John, did he?
I think they said she. It was a she.
And America Falling Like Her Own says, lol, it's a Ford, I'm not surprised.
It's a Chevy, actually. It's a Chevy.
At Dustin Rock-G1MG says, hey brother.
Hey, how are you?
Stream Elements says BC Scanner is not a cop. We listen to the scanner and record police interactions.
That's what we do. Gosh, no one...
KillerNoff3799 says, don't forget my B and M from Smokey Verse. At ads.23 says, where's Barry?
Barry. I don't know who Barry is.
At Priceless Search says, how does this benefit you? And do you get paid for it?
Yes, I get paid.
VP Helps 83 says, good evening, John.
This is how
How's
I make
the night going so far?
So far, so good. This is how I make my living, yes.
Stream Elements says, Cash App extra good donations are appreciated but never solicited. If you choose to donate, they are non-refundable. Bayou Preppers 1 says, sorry, got a phone call.
Got something happening on Old Angleton Road over here. I can see him over the bridge.
Dustin Rock-G1MG says, where are you located? Don't mind me asked.
I am in Clute, Texas right now. We're about 50 miles south of Houston, right on the Gulf Coast. It's very windy today.
Go ahead.
It should be calling count. Can you check the call in the
At Priceless Search says, are these what is gonna end up on Newsbreak eventually, like the record recorded calls?
Yeah. My footage has been used by the mainstream media several times. As you know, mainstream media is dead. They just print out the government spin, whatever they tell them to print.
At ads.23 says, cool job.
Yeah, mainstream media is dead. They just print whatever the government tells them to, so. And depending on whether your news station has a right master or a left master, they just print the spin from the left or print the spin from the right. I just show you what happens. This is the longest flipping red light. What the hell, man? Have we been here like 20 minutes?
Go ahead.
Seems like 20 minutes.
It should be calling count.
Can you can
you check the call in the CAD?
At Priceless Search says, did you answer my question? I accidentally closed out of the tab. At JohnShicky9546 says, I was in Houston area 6 months ago for work. Miss those 85-degree days. Back home in New England, East Coast, buried in snow.
Oh, man.
Thanks for the ride, John.
You're welcome.
At Jethro-Miller says, it's those sideways lights, I told you they're wonky. At KORNOF3799 says, this light takes like 2 cycles.
Yeah.
Saved BT Grace says, hey guys, I fell asleep.
Oh.
Saved BT Grace says, glad we are still in the trunk. Bruja 210 says, no feral cats, damn you, Frankie.
Well, we're gonna definitely miss
Junior
this call.
7178 says, flash or headlights.
Yeah. And that one's green again. Okay.
At Dakota-Q3T4I said hi.
Hello to you. Don't try this at home. I am a trained professional.
At B. Trislefear says flash high beam.
19 traffic. Rosewood and Verde, Tom Lincoln John, 8208. Repeat, Tom Lincoln John, 8208.
Rosewood and Verde.
At Priceless Irk says, just so you know, in your bio it says Discord instead of Discord. Lol.
Oh, thank you for that.
At Jethro-Miller says Catherine Lang 5662 Main Street Media is dead and unreliable. That's why I watch independent journalists and use ground news.
Yep. You are correct.
Cheryl says busted.
Dang, I can't believe that's been in there forever. I'll fix that tomorrow. Thank you for letting me know. Discord? Oh boy.
Sunsiderma says, how do you become a stream professional?
Just years of work.
And Nevin says, what is this?
What is this? We're recording cops. Alright, that's the stop I saw from over 209. Let's hear 209's return real quick. I'll slow down a little bit. I'll pause. There's another stop up there, but there's also one on Verde. Okay, the lights are off. We don't have to go to that one. Wait, no, they're not.
Ed.23 says, how far do you travel each night?
100 miles or so.
209, not eligible.
At Catherine Lang 5662 says, Discord sounds funny.
Discord? Well, I'll fix that tomorrow. That's on YouTube, right?
At John Shicky 9546 says, how far are you from the oil refinery plants?
They're all around us.
Winkleman out of blue showing not eligible. He has one department suspension, DWOI, also a mandatory suspension for DWOI. He has one previous.
Alright, I'm gonna have to go around this guy slow.
Yep, now are you clear?
At Priceless Irk says, yeah, it's on YouTube.
Okay, thank you for letting me know.
Sunsiderma says, do you just capture on camera the police or do you also capture the suspects?
I record police and people get in the way. I record police and people get in my way.
209, are you clear?
That's going to be the parking of the night.
Save BT Grace says, after party tonight.
I don't know. I'm running out of time for it.
2019 Ford expires August the 26th. Williams,
Carson Park.
clear and eligible.
Oh, he's going to beat me. He's going to beat me. It's a warning.
You're all good though. They already confirmed it.
Happy Wacky Warning Wednesday.
Yeah, tomorrow's our last night, John.
Last night, and then C notes.
Oh yeah, you're about to see some notes, dude.
All right, they probably got something for me. I'll see you in jail, man. Tonight's our last night, guys. We got one more night, and then we're back to C notes. That's good information to have. Guys, put it in the chat.
Melanie Syop 1784 says, hello, Officer Jones. Cheryl says, wacky warning Wednesday. Ed DeLanhammons 8518 says, what are C notes?
Oh.
Ed.23 says, nice car.
It's a
Cheryl says, film 50.
Always.
England's not arrived for me, transporting one patient.
C-Notes isn't
Save BT Grace says, always film 50.
C-Notes is a shift that doesn't say anything on the radio. They just put it in their CAD, so I can't get there.
Tavia 75 says 10. At Bug-L0L says, red light challenge. Melanie Syop 1784 says he's such a cool cop and very friendly. Saved BT Grace says great parking, John.
Thank you.
At Catherine Lang 5662 says soft top convertible.
Yes, and I'm regretting it. Right now the back window's broke and cost me $4 grand to get it fixed, so it's just gonna be broke because I'm a broke activist. Hey, you know what? So far you guys are really behaving with everybody having a voice.
And Nightbot says 2019 Chevrolet Camaro. It's a V6 broke activist version. No back window and bad tires. At Priceless Irk says I found it and I didn't know if it was a typo or you trying to be funny law.
No, I
At
wasn't.
At Kaornoff 3799 said hi.
Hello to you.
Bubba the big truck guy says we don't say when cops do a good job because it gets the good ones fired, LOL.
That's right, we can't say it. We made 2 videos about good cops and they got fired. Remember, guys? The blue line can't have good cops. I mean, I guess there are a few good apples.
And Savage 7XXL says what it is.
What it is. I guess there are a few good apples.
At Sam Feingold 295 says what are you looking for out there?
What am I looking for?
Cheryl says have you tried junkyards? At ads.23 says what's the craziest stop you filmed?
I have to let the chat answer that.
Priceless Irk says well glad I could be of service, LMFAO. Texas Man the Legend says the back window is only still broken because he won't let me redneck engineer a fix for it. Julia-NM1GW says what time is it there?
It is 11:26.
Bubba the big truck guy says I don't know what's worse, John's parking or his spelling.
What? That ain't nice. It's true. Both are true though.
At Kaornoff 3799 says 11:26. Bruja 210 says that cop is such a jerk.
What? Jones? Jones is... all right.
We're showing the area. Going to be searching the area for the vehicle.
They got one more night on.
Show me with those young men right now.
Show me with those young men right now. Don't know what that means.
At Savage 7XXL says duct tape it. Hillbilly fixer. At Knife-L8M says go to Roosters.
So summer's coming up and the top will never be up then, so it'll always be down.
That's John Shicky 9546 says have you run into any ice confrontations recently?
Not recently.
I'm in a 1962 says the time you talked the guy down off the highway 332.
Yeah. I'm in a red state and the ice raids are just blue state retaliation, so we won't really have a lot here. That's just the right master trying to trample on the left master's people. But then when we get a left master, the left master will just
Bruja 210
trample.
says what you want him flipping burgers, he's a jerk.
Then once we get a left master, then the left master will trample all over rights of the right master. And then rinse and repeat.
2010 Hyundai black and color started September 26th to a map.
While the sheep stay distracted with the red blue distraction that we have.
7XXL says you in Iowa.
No, I'm in Texas.
And John Shicky 9546 says, are you a Trump supporter?
I'm not any supporter. I'm not a statist.
9C says love. And Nick-T6V3Q says go the Bulldogs, Malacca.
I could care less if we have a left master or a right master. Freedom is gone already.
But there may be a malfunction.
I could care less if we have a right master or a left master.
South. Velasco.
Freedom is gone already. I'm just documenting the demise.
I'm going to advise me that their vehicle is broke down at the end of Crockett Road.
And Serenreich says Cali.
No, I'm in Texas.
2204.
Barney of the Rubble says, hey John, how are you? I know you've been trying to come up with content ideas. I was thinking about it and came up with an idea. Let's record cops.
That's a good idea. That's an excellent idea.
And Savage 7XXL says Texarkansas is nice. Barney of the Rubble says anyway, have a good stream. Bye.
You too.
At DustinBrock-G1MG says yes it is. At JohnShicky9546 says do you identify as an American?
Me? Yes. What's left of it? What's left of America? Yes, I identify as an American.
Oh, go ahead. That's clear. Do you have an arm number?
Yeah, there's 2 males on board. Gonna give them a ride to their vehicle.
Everybody get out and stretch for a minute.
At Bug-L0L says out for a drive. Bayou Preppers 1 says always film tires. At Bug-L0L says looking for red lights.
Yes, definitely looking for red lights.
At Bug-L0L says hi.
Hello.
At Kilornoff3799 says we get it.
28 is attached to a protection order out of Morton PD.
At Catherine Lang 5662 says Texas is the only place in America where you can legally own a tank. I love Texas. At Bug-L0L says promoting transparency and police accountability. At Kilornoff3799 says B and M Break who stole my lighter.
Oh, everybody back in. I forgot to tell you guys. Back in. Back in.
29 and 19.
First floor.
At DeLanhammons 8518 says always film 50 and Bucky's. Cheryl says don't get out unless you have a bungee cord.
29 and 19.
Let's go see what they're doing in Lake Jackson.
And Red Gammon says yo hello my brother wants to be a cop when he grows up.
I tell him to do something else.
Safe BT Grace says wait for me as I jump in trunk. At Bug-L0L says lurkers. Like, comment, share, subscribe, follow, join, jump up and download, rock that algorithm, LOL. At JohnShicky9546 says are you a Charlie Kirk supporter?
I'm not a
7655 says sorry to ask again John, but if you're in BC what is the best scanner for an amateur? Thanks for all you do.
The best scanner is the mine on
says
YouTube.
Lake Jackson misses you. And Red F Gammon says I've tried he won't change his mind. Ruva 210 says getting roomy.
I'm not a statist. I don't know how to tell. I support the people. I don't think any person is better than the next.
Bossing 0707 says ICE deportation or Ukraine peace, which one you support?
I live my life, man. I live my life.
55.9.
I don't get caught. I don't get caught in these red blue games. I just don't have time for it. I'm not a distracted sheep. Stay distracted, sheep. Stay distracted. That's what they want.
And Priceless Search says, have you been arrested for doing this?
Yes, 5.
Is this an amendment right?
No, 5 times I've been arrested recording cops.
210 says, what's with all the political questions?
It's because we got the Troll channel. The Troll Vertical live up. And I got normally you guys don't hear that, but I have the voice on for everybody right now. Yeah, those
Catherine Lang 5662 says, can we not ask BC Scan political questions?
It doesn't matter. You can ask me.
Rude.
You can ask me.
Alexarella 3643 says, you say what's up to my boy Dixon Myers, he's 22 today.
You can ask me. I just think you're a distracted, brainwashed sheep. And a complete status, which I'm not. So
Cheryl says, John, did you get to play your art game?
I did not.
L0L says, thank you.
I did not. I logged in, said I was going to sign up for the expedition and turned off.
428 says MILL.
Stay distracted, sheep. As in America, you can go to jail because your grass is too tall. But stay.
And Kiloranoff 3799 says Jethro is working overtime on YouTube tonight. Give him a cookie.
There you go.
And Priceless Irk says don't say that. Safe BT Grace says my birthday is in 30 minutes.
Ah, happy birthday in 30 minutes. We'll probably still be live then. Might be at the after party. Your life
and
is...
Ed 101M says someone asked if you're a woman.
Me? No, I'm a man. Your life is more impacted by your local government than any of the bullshit going on in Washington. Your daily life has more of an impact from the dog catcher than any of the bullshit going on in Washington. But you guys stay distracted. Stay distracted.
Safe BT Grace says thanks, John.
Insurance verified Maryland.
Cheryl says thank you, Jethro.
Jethro. All right, Jethro, you want a break? I can turn it off, go back to members and subscribers only if you want me to. I'm kind of having fun with it, though.
214, quick return.
And Alexfarella 3643 says you say what's up to my boy Dixon Myers, he's 22 today.
Insurance verified
says LOL.
Do you guys have an Angleton showing eligible and clear?
I know that troll, by the way. Happy birthday, Dixon. How about that? There you go. There you got your troll.
Bruja 210 says, John, your childhood phone number. Bubba the big truck guy says John isn't just a man, he's an old man.
Old man.
Old man. He was at the Last Supper with Jesus Law.
That's not true. None of
and
that's
Jethro
true.
Dash Miller says, no, I'm having a good time with it. There's been very minimal trolls, mostly people are just curious.
There you go. All right.
Bug Dash L0L says school board politics.
Yeah, that impacts your life more than anything, the bullshit than Washington does.
Vegas _local says
there's no one outside. No one to check inside the store.
Most people can't name a single one of their city council members. But they're the ones impacting your life.
27 says, John, do you have a favorite singer band?
You're trying to become me again. You're trying to become me?
Cheryl says he's only 25.
Yeah, 25.
And Bug-L0L says here. Hair. At 11:10 Zappa says what's occurring.
What's occurring? We're just driving around listening to the scanner. Hanging out, talking to the people.
Sunseterma says bullshit I can.
Dang it, I'm going to prison. That was a wide right turn.
The big truck guy says, so John, tell us again. How exactly did you part the Red Sea?
That
and
wasn't there.
101M says John Gray is not a jerk. Bruja 210 says I've seen John at the Last Supper. I was a server.
Okay.
And Bug-L0L says wacky warning Wednesday.
It is definitely wacky warning.
11:10 Zappa says noise. And Julia-NM1GW says I subscribed.
Thank you.
Bubba the big truck guy says, hey John, what was your first vehicle again?
Yeah, we're not answering
that. The people want to know.
The people want to know.
Bug-L0L says make bike lights a thing. And MikeILCon6765 says anything big going on.
Nope, I just watch my
And Ed101M says someone said you dated their great-grandmother.
Oh boy. I remember it. No, I'm just
and
kidding.
Anthony Ramirez-M228Y says, are you a Uber driver?
No.
That she may have been here with some other people and left
and
with them.
Bug-L0L says Freedom Friday.
Over here on the side where the bridge going into the Lake Jackson Fleet areas.
Bruja 210 says, John, tell us the story of how you
she's not in the store either. The clerk's advising that she may have been here with some other people and left with them.
Sunsetter says I can name the senators
over
in
here
my
on the
state
side
and know who
where
my representatives
the
are and
bridge
my
going
governor.
into Jackson
And
City area.
John 9546 says, John, I can care less about politics. We all know that the rich will be rich and everyone else just has to make it by.
Yep.
I just work hard to support my family and help my kids get through life.
That's your main
and Anthony
mission.
Ramirez-M2T8Y says, is that a police scanner?
Yes.
At Carnitas says, I think this guy just cut me off. Cheryl says, I saw him at the McDonald's and he's definitely 25.
Thank you. Yeah, that is a police scanner.
Bubba the big truck guy says, rumor has it John was there when Jesus was born. Sunsetterma says, do you also do DoorDash?
No, I don't.
And Anthony Ramirez-M2T8Y says, are you a Texan police officer?
No, I'm definitely not a
hear
cop.
the scanner.
Yeah, I record cops. I record cops. I'm not a cop. I've never had a desire to be a cop. I'm never going to be a cop. I'm a productive member of society. I don't make my living extorting poor people for revenue.
At Catherine Lang 5662 says, my local law said that my truck is ugly, so I bought a Sherman light tank and parked it in my driveway to spite them. I am still waiting for them to find me again. It's been 6 months.
Look at you.
At Anthony Ramirez-M2T8Y says, is this Texas?
Yes.
Bruja 210 says, brown nosing won't get you a front seat. At Jethro-Miller says, Kalornoff 3799 comboed X4 happy poop for 10 joules for a total of 40 joules.
Thank you so much for the 40
Stream
joules.
says BC scanner is not a cop. We listen to the scanner and record police interactions.
That's what we
Shag's
do here.
watching you says the cops that avoid using the radios so they don't get filled by you are the ones we really need filmed.
Yes, that's why we got a whole 3 months of doing that. Yes. Yeah, that's what we do. If you think it's boring now, wait till the next 3 months when we follow one shift around.
EBB5061 says poop.
Yeah, wait till the next 3 months we'll be following one shift
At
around.
Catherine Lang 5662 says poop.
Stand by for location.
That's a lot of poop.
29 traffic.
And Miguel Baraja Salazar-B6S says.
You says, okay.
And Ad 101M says someone said they don't believe you because you went to a call and a guy said be quiet, the sheriff is here.
Oh, yeah.
Ramirez-M2T8Y says, does this police scanner belong to a certain county or is this Bear County?
Oh, this is
How do I
Brazoria.
listen to this police scanner myself?
Brazoria County. I'm in Brazoria County. You can go to my YouTube channel where I stream it 24 hours a day. I'll show you in just a second. If you search Brazoria County Scanner, you're gonna find me, and you're gonna find my YouTube stream that streams the scanner.
Ambulance fireman's right at the hospital.
Both channels are mine. I'll show you in a minute what it looks like. I'll show you guys how I'm set up in a minute.
And Jazz Gets 5 says hi.
Hi.
We're being 100 block of West Plum.
And Jeremiah Martinez-P8K says, so if a cop.
I'm not a cop.
Shags watching you says, does the YT scanner play all of BC?
Yes.
And Jeremiah
Well, except for Pearland and Manville.
P8K says, so we're a cop.
I'm not a cop.
L0L says yesterday's stream was 11 hours long.
I know, I forgot to end it.
M2T8Y says, okay, thanks, brother.
I forgot
to. Bear County one as well. I would sleep to police chattering all through the night.
Bear County is
John Chicken
encrypted.
9546 says, are there homeless people living under the bridges where you're driving through?
I don't want to talk
And
about that.
Gets 5 says, hey, brother, glad to be along for the ride.
Well, thank you. No,
Kalornoff
Bear County is
3799
encrypted.
says, I follow on Tico Talk in the YouTube.
Ah, thank you.
Big Dave BCTX says, or go to the webpage bc-scanner.com.
Yeah, I'll show you guys.
At Jeremiah Martinez-P8K says, okay.
Yeah.
Answer_35 says, happy birthday.
Thanks.
Stream Elements says, BC Scanner is not a cop. We listen to the scanner and record police interactions.
Yeah, Bear County is encrypted. I don't know if you heard me.
L0L says, record stream. At ads.23 says, nice stream.
Thanks. We do this every night, except for Sundays. Sometimes I'm on live on Sundays and sometimes I'm not. Oh, I was going to show you.
Vehicle was jumped and is on their way out. You can show all units in it.
Jack says YouTube smells funny. At Maria Gutierrez Q3 says Joaquin Gutierrez. At Chesterburka 1031 says screw cops. Sunseterma says, have you been in trouble with the law before?
That vehicle was jumped.
I mean, just for recording.
5 says, what's the purpose of this stream?
We record cops. But I mean, seriously, with it, do I have to? Let's say I didn't.
Tavia 75 says 0.
What if I didn't?
01M says, what's the dang life so long yesterday night? Over 18 hours.
I forgot to turn it off. I forgot to turn it off. It was like 10 hours of black screen. Luckily, I turned my camera off.
Say 1 hour, 40 minutes.
Yeah, I saw that this morning. I woke up and said, they're still chatting. Why are they chatting?
You're like 10, and we have 1 hour 20 on the fuel.
This stream actually comes from my house. And I forgot to end one of the platforms last night, so.
Approximately 25-minute ETA to the women.
Yeah, so this is the way I'm set up. I'll show you guys just in case. So this is a Unication G5, and that's real time. This is my YouTube channel. Let me just show you.
County Road in Verde, Silver Charger, King Lincoln Mary, 3763, King Lincoln Mary, 3763.
And if you want to listen to the scanner all the time, you can follow over there. But I have that one so that I can rewind the traffic. So that's why you hear the scanner traffic twice.
County Road in Verde, Silver Charger, King Lincoln Mary, 3763, King Lincoln Mary, 3763.
County Road in Verde.
Hold on with it.
You can also help me find addresses over there. I turned you guys back up. I don't know why I turned you down.
Texas Man the Legend says the question has been answered. Burger King is still making that sound.
They are, aren't they? They're never going to stop.
Dancer _35 says evening BC scanner and chat.
Good evening
At
to you.
Ornoff 3799 says definitely we'll be back Jethro. Hey Jack says I thought we were in timeout again.
No,
Saint BT Grace says trying to silence us.
No, sorry about that.
Dash the Dash Earth says be safe tonight.
Will do.
Big Dave BCTX says so you can see better. I do that all the time. At Jazz Gets 5 says so. Still, what's the purpose of filming the police?
So we can teach
Are you
people.
starting a homemade cops TV show?
I've been doing that. I do it because in 2014 my daughter passed away in Brazoria County Jail. I do this to teach people their rights so they stay out of our horrible Texas jails.
At John Shicky 9546 says where else can you buy a scanner if not from Radio Shack?
Amazon. Amazon, yeah. Radio Shack is no more. Radio Shack used to be the scanner source though, back in the day. That's before my time, but that's what they said anyway. That's what they used to say.
Stream Elements says slots are rigged.
Barely rigged. Just
At Gemini Homas 3528 says hello again.
Hello to you.
Bubba the Big Truck Guy says John talking about freedom of speech but takes our freedom of speech. Shame on you all.
Freedom of speech is
and
for the...
John 99 says pay the cops and get whatever you want. Save BT Grace says we have a Radio Shack.
Do you really? You really have a Radio Shack? I thought they were all gone.
At Dustin Rock Dash G1MG says OK. Christina underscore 0479 says we have a Radio Shack here in Idaho.
Dang, okay, I was wrong.
Is 16087.
I stand corrected.
One female juvenile on board.
And Manujon99 says you gotta pay up to state jail. At Dustin Rock Dash G1MG says, did you say 14-year-old?
No,
Saved BT Grace says yes in Chambers County.
No, she was 18, and it was in 2014.
Go ahead.
So I spent.
Bubba the Big Truck Guy says we still have a Radio Shack here in North Carolina where I live.
I was wrong. My bad. Yeah, I spent 3 years drinking, lost jobs, lost wives, lost girlfriends.
And Geminihumas 3528 says I apologize for the caps yesterday. Didn't mean any harm.
Yeah, it's Nightbot.
Jazz Gets 5 says what happened to her. Hey Jack says slots are only loosely rigged. I finally won 5,581 points.
Well, she died. She died.
Listener.
So this is what I do now.
And Jazz Gets 5 says how?
She died. I can't really say on these platforms.
And Geminihumas 3528 says wow.
You can.
Sorry to hear that.
You can Google Victoria.
Les Alpatel says, is this your full-time job now?
Yes.
And Dustin Brock G1MG says, oh, I'm sorry, I misunderstood you.
Yeah, no, she died.
And Jazz Gets 5 says, okay, how?
Well, you can. She died, but you can Google it. Victoria Gray, Brazoria County, if you want to. But the platforms won't let me say how she died. But you can use Google. You can search for Victoria Gray, Brazoria County.
Big
you can read all about it.
BCTX says in the Brazoria County Jail.
Yeah.
Cheryl says, John, you are doing better than.
Yeah, the platforms won't let me say that.
Can you show me your route to Brazoria County Jail?
Okay.
You have another one?
Go ahead, sir.
Show me 95 one time route to Brazoria County Jail.
Also, find 2661 in Rock County.
Yeah, I can't.
When you're able, a family member of the 95 requested a public service from you.
Yeah, that's correct.
Y'all are all Googling right now, aren't you?
Jazz Gets 5 says, oh, I'm sorry. I see that now. Hey Jack says, Bruja. Hit point wreck law.
I can tell you that what she was accused of did not come with a death sentence. I can tell you that much.
Bruja 210 says lost it all. And Jazz Gets 5 says what was she in jail for? At Kevin Bonas Z4U says sickle cell.
She suffered from bipolar and schizophrenia.
Saint BT Grace says I already read it all and watched videos. At Best Friend Say 6 Key says OMG 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 hey man slow down.
X-ray Lincoln Boy 5210, X-ray Lincoln Boy 5210.
I'm doing the speed limit.
I do traffic light. Fowler Block East Brazoswood. X-ray Lincoln Boy 5210, X-ray Lincoln Boy 5210.
At John Shicky 9546 says I noticed when I was in Texas, everything closes by 10 p.m., except some Walmarts.
That's true.
At Jazz Gets 5 says bipolar and schizophrenia won't land you in jail by itself.
Yes, it will.
What crime was she in jail for?
Yes, it will.
At Sly 658 says that's so sad, John.
Yes, it will.
Condolences.
Yes, it will. It's awfully.
5521 says MAGA subs. At Best Friend Say 6 Key says where are you going? Bruja 210 says so did my ex-husband. Save BT Grace says we abide by the laws. Hush over there. Cheryl says I have read several of the websites about it and it upsets me all over
X-ray Lincoln
again.
Boy
I hope you are doing
5210,
okay
X-ray
tonight.
Lincoln Boy
I'm doing good.
5210.
Yeah, she wasn't in jail for anything that came with the
We're
death
not
sentence,
getting
so.
a return on
And
it.
Jazz Gets 5 says no, it won't. What crime was she in jail for?
Nothing that came with the death sentence. If you ask
And
me
Gentleman
again,
Homeless
I'm going to ban you.
3528 says,
Okay.
did you have a smooth day or you just starting your shift?
I'm not a cop. I don't just do shifts. All right, this is I can't park anywhere for this one. They do have 2 units though, unless I borrow a driveway.
At Las Vegas Content Review says, Jazz, where did you get your law degree from? Hey Jack says we go wherever the roads and or the scanner take us.
It's true. Hopefully I'm
At
gonna borrow.
Best Friend Dash Say 6 Key says, OMG, this is confusing.
All right, I'm gonna borrow their driveway here, guys. Hopefully they're
And
hopefully they're friendly.
Joder5521 says, are you a copper?
No.
At Las Vegas Content Review says, Jazz, where did you get your law degree from? At Darren Dash M.
All right, I'm gonna borrow their driveway. Hopefully they don't come out yelling at me. I turned you guys down so we can hear. All right, we got 3 units. There's one.
Use the buzzer for this 2 vehicles.
Here's the proof, literally today. I don't know if this thing has a date on it. Literally today. Yeah, they were parked out behind the 21. I just that's what I'm saying, I just registered.
Yeah, it's got the 25th on it.
I literally just registered today.
I believe you. Dispatch don't believe you.
That's because they haven't caught up with the computer.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Jones Insurance is good.
And it may be
till
like 10
August.
days before the computer catches up with the sticker. So,
And not let that fly away.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but hold on, dog.
you live in Verde?
No, sir.
He's picking up some wheels right here in the back seat from a friend who's talking about it.
I've been here for a while. Got carried away. I haven't seen him in a my license?
Yeah, like the address.
Yeah.
Yes, what's that?
620 North Avenue.
Blah 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 blah.
I do. I'm about to fix this one from
That's what I'm saying.
I know, like, in good condition, they still worth like $4 grand.
Yeah, Crown.
Oh, you
I bought it.
4.6.
I bought it for one.
bought it for 1,000?
Bought it for one.
Yeah.
Rust isn't too bad. Fix it up, paint it.
Nah, I just need a little love.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no, these coming.
The ride's good though. And like in my mind, it's just the top parts. I know they're reliable.
Very good.
Bought it, not this particular model, but yeah.
Yeah, I think there's something better.
Yeah. They tweak a little bit maybe on that.
Got a little roof rust, but that's about it.
Yeah, not too bad.
I need a reseal the windshield.
Is it leaking?
That little corner of the top one.
Yeah.
That was part of the reason why I didn't get it. But he don't know how to do that. And I do.
Yeah. I mean, for a 01?
I expect it work.
For a grand, you could have gotten one. Especially in Texas, that's a most.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. You know if the car's been down like south for a while, or it's been up north since you installed it on that? Or?
So, to my knowledge, he's had it for the
Looks
last...
like Gulf Coast to me.
Yeah, he's had it down here for like the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Before that,
So you get that little bit of rust that
Turn on that 28.
14 years ago, I don't know.
this was a top part.
Not eligible. Currently has 4 active suspensions. 1 for SR suspension mandatory, 1 for DWI, 1 for SR suspension mandatory, 1 for crash. He has 2 previous DWI convictions.
How many miles on for over?
Hospital return to service.
25.
210, 575.
That's the
Y'all looking for something?
We're not looking.
And my friend right there, well, not my friend, but his sister is right there. He said y'all spotted something right there.
What building?
Corner building.
In the front?
Where that goes? One of them sisters. They were talking about it last night.
You'll never turn on the bed.
You just never know who's living in the apartment.
I'm gonna track the door to the
Where you stay at?
Right now, I'm about to go stay at my girl's house.
Yeah.
She stays in County Road, but technically it's over there by the fireworks store.
Yeah.
Not too far from that shell.
Okay.
That little fireworks store to the right. That's not
So the car ain't coming up at all, though. That is what we're trying to verify.
All right, there's no car. Everybody go home.
If I had the other space, I would give it to y'all, but I left
So
them at the house.
there were plates on it when you bought it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you took them off?
Yeah, he said he wanted them back. So
Right.
I'm respecting his word on it, and I paid him to do it.
Copy that.
Let me answer Bob.
Okay, we're gonna return.
Shit, my boy's probably watching me right now. I told you not to
They found it. Yeah. He said it looked like an S. It was a 5.
Color expired February of 2026 to 8:10 out of Santa Fe.
Yeah, you get it back.
That's it.
All right, they found the car. They couldn't find the VIN.
We'll make sure you have it for you.
The insurance lady was like, dude, you have this on you.
Yep. You can keep it with you.
I would definitely keep it with you.
Like running some tires, bro. Yeah.
I mean, he could have lied, but
No, maybe not. Maybe they're just need to be cleaned up.
he
Look
got
a little worn. Yeah.
about half my I kind of figured as much. I seen y'all patrolling the area. I was like, I'm down for this stop.
Alright, Mr. Steele, hop back in that bad boy. You're not going in my car today.
Where's the SR22?
Keep it right here.
Oh yeah, it's okay.
Keep it with you.
You want to make sure you got it.
Yeah, keep that bad boy with you at all times. Take it out.
All right, he's free. It's gonna be free. Happy Wacky Warning Wednesday to everybody. Wacky Warning Wednesday.
John, this is a secret conversation.
All right, I'll be over here. It's a secret conversation, guys. We can't hear.
Theo, you can go.
All right, let's get back to work, guys. I'll turn you guys up now. Everything fell off. My battery fell off. The microphone fell off. Hopefully you guys could hear.
Save BT Grace says always film 50.
Always. All right, we parked in this is bad parking, guys. We borrowed some random stranger's driveway. So.
Big Dave BCTX says peek over the hood. At Gemini Homeless 3528 says it's Thursday morning here. 1:03 a.m. Leneedman says it's Thursday.
All right.
Melanie Syop 1784 says, see, if you don't act nervous, they won't bother you.
If you don't act nervous, they won't bother him, yet they pulled him out of his car in the middle of the night. Yeah, that's not a bother.
52,793 says it at Jones.
Yeah.
At Ethanthecking 6741 says same. At Ethanthecking 6741 said hi.
Hello. Yeah, no, I mean it.
At KB1 Youth says finds his car was towed when he gets back. The laid back squirrel says random strangers, or that alligator you've been seeing. At Jewel.bug.creation says time is just a social construct. Bubba the big truck guy says angry Karen homeowner get the hell off my lawn or I'm calling the cops. LOL. At California Lifestyle 510 says you just chase cops and put your nose into everything.
Oh yes, yes.
Cheryl says happy birthday to all the 26th birthday people.
Yeah, my
At
nose is in
Davidney-DV4XD says how many arrests have occurred on this live.
Oh, tons.
At Jethro-Miller says 0. Tony Dalmeda 3 says John already said it once, we don't wanna upset him, my cousin died in jail last month for the same issue. Sunseterma says out of curiosity, are you following the cops out of revenge for what happened to your daughter? Just wondering.
No, I don't do anything.
At Almighty Bull says get off live. The laid back squirrel says also. Evening John. Hope the evening is good.
I'll turn you down to answer some of
Chili
that.
says being nice to women is a social construct. Melanie Syop 1784 says but see they didn't do a complete search because they knew they wouldn't find anything. At Debbie-Hurst 8856 says the officer was sure looking at his tires.
I do everything out of love for people.
V8K says HEA good job.
I do everything I do.
Smart
I'm turning you guys
23
down.
says thank you again, today is my birthday everyone.
Happy birthday.
At Jethro
No, I do everything I do is out of love for people. I don't do anything out of revenge or hate. If I did this out of hate or anger, I would have been arrested or dead already. So everything I do is out of love for people. I don't do it out of anger. I just wanted to answer that question. I'll turn you guys back up.
Never talk to the cops.
Never ever talk to the police. Now, if I did it out of revenge, I would be not doing very well already.
Cheryl says happy birthday.
Happy birthday. To Saved by Grace, BT Grace.
Saved BT Grace says we are silenced cause the damn trolls.
No, I just got to answer the question.
And JohnJo4415 says, hey John, you should change voice chat only for super chats. Much love.
I'm going to change it in a
Tony
minute.
Dalmeda 3 says happy birthday, happy birthday.
Well, thank you.
At KB1 Youth says is radio scanning and going to incidents illegal?
Yeah,
Check your local laws and FCC site.
Gosh, I
At
hope
Dilly
so.
2 Chili says we got. At Trevorley 4043 says what's the channel about? At California Lifestyle 510 says you interfere with police investigations.
Well, gosh, I hope
Cheryl
not.
says you're doing great work, John.
Thank you. Gosh, I hope I would not interfere. That's a crime.
Sunseterma says for what people are you doing this for?
The people. Everybody. Even if you hate me, I would do it for you. All right, guys, we're going back
At Las Vegas Content Review says California, go get a tissue to wipe your tears. Tony Dalmeda 3 says my birthday is in March. I'm gonna be 38 years old.
Clutching my pearls.
And Jazz Gets 5 says what cigarettes do you use? At Calivermore 925 says auto reading every comment is nuts.
Yeah, well.
At Gemini Homas 3528 says happy birthday. At Evelyn Dubois-V8K says be safe, bro. Lethal Patel says, is this legal in every state?
Well, gosh,
Tony Dalmeda 3 says we don't let the trolls get to us. Is that right, John?
That's right. I think the First Amendment applies across all 50 states. What I'm doing is completely protected by freedom of the press. So there's that. I don't know if there's any other amendments you want to do away with, but this is completely protected by the First Amendment. Check your local and state ordinance, see if the Constitution still exists there. All right, guys, I'm going to turn the chat back to members and subscribers only. It's going to take me a minute. If you...
At Davidme-DV4XD says, are the chances of someone being arrested on this live high?
Yes. Yeah, we've recorded many arrests. Allow rules. All right. All right, we're going back to the other members and subscribers only. If you're a subscriber on Twitch and a member on YouTube, everything you say will come out of the speaker.
Tony Dalmeda 3 says, how are we going to the palm trees?
Sean,
Not yet.
214 North Avenue A, repeating 214 North Avenue A. It's going to be a reference to a suspicious noise. Caller states that he's hearing someone on the left side of his house. He's unsure if they're trying to break in or if they're trying to steal something from the outside of the residence.
Okay. 22, that's fine. 22, go ahead. Tell me now.
Sean, 214 North Avenue A, repeating 214 North Avenue A. It's going to be a reference to a suspicious noise. Caller states that he's hearing someone on the left side of his house. He's unsure if they're trying to break in or if they're trying to steal something from the outside of the residence.
Okay, that's fine. Tell me now.
Did you got traffic?
Oh, terrific.
Did you got traffic?
All right. Is this thing on? Are we working?
Scanner says, test.
All right, we're working.
747. Contact the weapon, guys.
Savage Grace says, someone pass me a snack.
They're back there.
Cherry Lou says, we are here. Alan Anderson 4128 became a member on YouTube.
Well, thank you for
Alan
that.
Anderson 4128 became a member on YouTube.
Well, thank you for becoming a member.
We contacted Gutierrez.
We're gonna need to get a flatbed for it. All the wheels are gonna be damaged on it.
Cherry Lou says, here's the bags at Savage Grace.
July 26, to Maria, include it's clear.
Going on track.
Go ahead.
He's not in front of the
Marcia 1429 says, hey everyone, I had a baby today. Sorry I'm late joining the chat.
Oh, congratulations. Congratulations. Marcia, that's amazing.
5568. Record may pick up back in.
Back.
Could you show me out? Mileage is 16105, 1610.5.
Marcia 1429 says, thanks everyone.
Boy or a girl? And was I already supposed to know that? Boy or a girl?
At your location.
And of course, you have to tell us the height and weight too. I don't know what it means, but I think you're supposed to tell us the height and weight.
Marcia 1429 says, she was 6 pounds 15 ounces.
All right.
Ed Diggy says, -1.
Recently.
Well, congratulations to you. That's exciting. So you're gonna have a lot of late nights with us anyway.
Alan Anderson 4128 says, so how old are you today?
No ages in the chat. No ages in the chat.
Marcia 1429 says, her name is Genesis.
Genesis. No ages in the chat, please.
First County Constable.
Skylight 10, copy. Have you landed at the moon?
Alan Anderson 4128 says, okay.
So it does get a little more manageable when I have the option to turn it on for everybody. I do that every now and then. It's very rare, but when I can't take it anymore, then I turn it to members and subscribers.
Cherry Lee says, we're all 25.
Everybody's 25 in the chat. That's right.
Tony Dealmeeta 3 says, sorry John the first, no, I put my age in the chat, sorry.
That's okay. You understand why, right? I don't want anybody set up for anything nefarious.
Good. Going on this.
Confirmed on a 21 Cadillac, expiration September 26. Parkless out of Lake Jackson, showing eligible and clear.
Alan Anderson 4128 says, gotcha.
Just 40-year-olds, that means nothing,
Brother
right?
The Big Truck Guy says, everybody in the chat is 25.
Everyone in the
Except
chat.
John, who's 85 liters OL.
Oh, I
Tony
can't.
Dealmeeta 3 says, yes.
So I don't get to be part of the 25 club. Okay, I see how you guys are. I see how you are.
All right.
Picture message.
Turn on.
The message.
That's clear.
Savage Gray says, this taquito from Whataburger tastes good. Cherry Lee says, you've been 25. Alan Anderson 4128 says, did you grow up in Brazoria? Whip It Up Wishes says, I'm in your club too, John Lowell. Pope Alert 26 says, 40s is the new 20s.
That's right.
Preston 72 says, it's okay John, you and I are in the same club.
There you go.
Tony Dealmeeta 3 says, John is 67.
That's not true.
Tony Dealmeeta 3
true
says,
at all.
lol.
All right, this is a call about a guy heard something on the side of his house.
Is it occupied?
Cherry Lee says, we know better.
Shadow John. They're looking in the back of the house. There's Shadow John right there.
Hey, Mr. Gray.
How you doing?
Not bad. You got any of those cards yet?
Nope. I haven't. I can't afford them, man.
I've seen you hand them to people before, so.
Yeah, I can.
I just, like I said, I want to make sure I can tell them, but if there's a link to your account where they can say, hey, thank you, I'll try and do that for you.
Yep, thanks, man. Yeah, just.
I do appreciate partnerships like that.
There you go, man. Well.
It keeps people out of trouble.
And we can see them so we don't run over them, right?
Exactly.
All right.
All right, Mr. Gray, you have a good one.
You too, man. No one was breaking in the house?
It doesn't appear to be, no.
All right. No one was breaking. Everybody's completely surprised no one was breaking in the house, right? What he was talking about is I gave him some...
Savage Gray says, I can make cards, message me what you need. Pope Alert 26 says, that's awesome.
So we basically give bike lights to the people. We carry around them. We see a bike that doesn't have any lights, we give them out. Let's get back to work.
Cherry Lee says, see, I told you about the cards. Pope Alert 26 says, awesome.
That was chaotic for a little bit, right? When I turned on voice for everybody?
Leah 1962 says, he has asked you about those lights several times.
Yeah, I gave him
That's
lights.
awesome.
I gave him 2 sets of lights.
What is your
Hilma Coker says, cheer LJ, didn't you offer before? Kay Casper says, who'll take that man with the long skinny legs? Cherry Lee says, YouTube is behind.
It is behind? Okay, yeah, that's normal. There's some delay. But we'll take the delay for the quality of the stream.
Leah 1962 says, years it was getting a little crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, I gotta talk to the people, so it's either that or I stop and just read the chat. And I'm too blind to do that, so.
Shirley says, yes, I even made a QR
ID
code.
only. Revoked, non-resident violator.
Team quick person.
Good.
Insurance confirms that 2000 Toyota expires March 26. King
Alan
out of Lake
Anderson,
Jackson, not
4128
eligible
says,
to
I
deal,
lived on that
expired
street when I was 15.
Oh, yeah?
That's clear.
It would be William Hector William 2228.
That's going to be back to the 2013 GMC SUV white in color to Bruce McDonald, 223 South Avenue AR, city registration is valid.
Tony Dealmeeta 3 says, John, when you had it on everybody, it was a lot of trolls trolling.
Yeah, I know.
Trolls are... back to the 2013 GMC SUV white in color to Bruce McDonald, 223 South Avenue AR, city registration is valid.
Behind you. Did you run the GMC or the pickup truck?
Trolls are algorithm food, guys. Trolls are algorithm food, so we let them stay. We just watch what they say when we got the speaker on.
Raiders, the truck is leaving now, behind you. Did you run the GMC or the pickup truck?
Where's that? That's Freeport, but I don't know where they're at.
Tony Dealmeeta 3 says, always film 50.
Always record the police, never talk to the police.
Unit available, 108.
Cherry Lee says, I had to go over there and tell them to be nice.
It does no good. They're angry little people. They're angry little people, man.
White color pickup truck just made a left from Avenue A on Velasco, going towards Gulf.
Should I go back for that pickup truck?
Yes, sir. The GPS behind that vehicle. Red light. Past that, yeah, it went in.
Jethro Miller says some of them are very angry people, but the large majority are just regular people with questions.
I get that, yes, absolutely.
Looks like it's going to continue straight on Velasco through Gulf.
Go ahead.
There's that red light.
Leah 1962 says, Velasco.
Yeah, it went ahead past the stop sign on Avenue A. Velasco, you want to knock it down on that PC.
Looking for PC to pull the truck over. Golf and Velasco. Dang it. Literally the area we were just in.
Boy Sam 9 1290. Boy Sam 9 1290. 726, what's your ETA? SMB Golf.
Just past the train station.
Proceed. Oh, 726, what's your ETA?
Just past the train station.
Proceed.
Sir. Airline 12, you have a IFT from Liberty Dayton going to Memorial Herman.
Alan Anderson 4128 says, when do you sleep?
When? When I get around to it.
Yeah, 12, weather check.
Copy, Airline 12, have you checking with?
For clear for Tulsa. Two 46 2751 2246 2751. 74 clear for Tulsa. 2246 2751 2246 2751. 19 about consent search.
205 Oak Creek Drive, our city. They're going to be eligible clear insurance.
Alan Anderson 4128 says, how much is a tank of gas so I can gift you?
$30. We just put 30 in tonight. Thank you so much.
19 about consent search.
Clued as a consent search. There's that same bike is still there.
So the file return on the Range here, 205 Oak Creek Drive, our city. They're going to be eligible clear insurance is confirmed on that. Vehicle registration is valid. Dispatch, print that info for me and hold it. Please. Dispatch, print that info for me and hold it. Please.
Alan Anderson 4128 gifted gift count memberships on YouTube.
Thank you so
Alan
much.
Anderson 4128 gifted a membership to recipient name on YouTube.
Thank you so much.
Alan Anderson 4128 says, you're welcome, my new friend.
Thank you. Alan Anderson with the gifted memberships over on YouTube. We appreciate it. All right, we got 3 units and a DPS officer. Let's see where I can park. Borrow this little spot. This looks like a good spot.
23, I'm clear from the juvenile detention center that female juvenile was turned over. I'll be back in office.
They just got the juvenile dropped off from earlier, guys.
Roger, you're clear.
They're standing where I normally stand. That nail just got me, man. Ouch. Son of a bitch. Ouch.
I can't. Can you roll the window down so I can hear you? I couldn't hear you. Your truck, you're walking through. So, I mean, as long as this policy is okay with it, I don't care. So, what company do you work for? Okay. Okay.
Because this nail got me. I ran into that stupid nail. Tetanus shot up to date. It just scratched me.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Watch out for this nail, it got me.
Oh, you gotta be careful.
You guys are standing in my spot. Y'all can't fence me in like that. Don't fence me in.
All right, John, we'll see you around.
All right.
Hope Alert 26 says, ice cream truck. Savage Gray says, always film 50.
Always, always. That's good parking, guys. You guys think that was a normal traffic stop? Or do you think it was an
Lee 1962 says, why 3 units? Alan Anderson 4128 says, I see the law enforcement know you.
Sergeant 40, so units back at service, right away.
You guys think it was a regular stop? What do you guys think? I don't.
Hope Alert 26 says, always film 50.
Always, always. Yeah, the
Jack
police
says,
definitely know me.
give you a silver star this time.
Thank you, sir.
Stream Element says, thank you for following 1meg_.
1meg_. Thank you.
Basketball court.
When mag underscore. Thank you for the follow. Guys, if you're new here, my name is John Gray. This is BC Scanner. We're in Brazoria County, Texas. We listen to the scanner. We record police interactions.
1962 says, strange.
Well, also, there was a detective back there saying, can you print that out for me? So it's part of something bigger.
Hope Alert 26 says, nope.
There was a detective at that said, hey, can you print that out for me? Just so you know. There's your clues. How big is my city? It's not very big. But where they were standing, I had to stand. You guys know I normally don't stand like that, but with the way that fence was, what was I going to do? Either I could walk in the road, which they could take me out for walking in the road, or I just stand behind. How many people? I don't know. I think each town has about 8,000 to 10,000 people in it, I think. We basically go to three different towns. That bike is still there, which is weird.
Did you have traffic?
There it is for 19.
Wait, Tom Lincoln Williams 0207.
Jethro Miller says, hooray, I just found a Dairy Queen Blizzard in the freezer I forgot about.
19 Tom Lincoln Williams 0207.
That's definitely a win.
Can you just confirm that license plate? Tom Lincoln Williams 0207. So, send my plate 2470, white in color, expiration July 26. It's clear.
That nail was no joke.
190.
So it's going to be Josie Nunez on a clue.
Yeah. 1909 is a paper lady.
It's a paper lady?
Yeah, definitely.
They're definitely looking for somebody over on Brazosport and Verde area. They're all just hanging out there. That's why we haven't really seen them. I don't know who they're looking for.
Ditch Onion subscribed on YouTube.
Well, thank you.
Manuela Elena Lombardo subscribed on YouTube.
Thank you.
Alan Anderson 4128 says, do you ever have anyone ride with you, John?
No, it's too dangerous. I park my car on the side of the road. I'm a sitting duck for someone running into it.
Jethro Miller says, Sigmundald 86 am blown away how chill the way these cops at when you get slow close to them when they doing stops where I live. If I did this, they'd be taking us to jail.
Yeah, this comes from 5 arrests and 8 years of doing this. I've been arrested 5 times.
554 Northeast, 554 Northeast, respond Memorial Herman Northeast, Hotel 206, coming to Herman C.
But I've never been convicted of a crime. They just learned to live with me.
Left light 3 east base, left light 3 east base, need a weather check for Liberty Dayton, Hotel 208, coming to Herman TMC, was declined by Air Life for weather.
Jethro Miller says Locali 43 sent floating heart for 10 joules.
Thank you for the 10 joules. YouTube's crushing it tonight.
Aaron underscore Strange says, John, tetanus shot is needed every 10 years, I believe.
Well, Broke Activist doesn't come with a health care plan. My water got turned.
Jennifer Reed subscribed on YouTube.
My water got turned off today, and I don't think I'm going to buy a tetanus shot. I did get it turned back on, but took all my money. Stupid water people. I already paid them once this month, a lot of money. Then they're like, oh, we're going to turn it off again for your other payment. Ooh, I was cussing at them. I was cussing so much.
Jethro Miller says Lucali 43-cent flour for 30 joules.
Thank you for the 30 joules. And next month is going to be worse than this month, so. Because we only got 28 days.
Jethro Miller says Blue Dolphin 99.49 high five for 100 joules.
Thank you for the 100
Klassen
joules.
72 says, my water bill comes every 3 months.
Luckily, I had a few donations yesterday, and I made some money on TikTok. Cakespurs sent $20, and Kevin sent some money on Venmo. So I put, between Cash App and Venmo, 2 separate payments, I managed to pay my water bill. Catch me next month, Lake Jackson. Catch me next month. You know, the silly thing is they just come turn it off and put a notice on your door. If they'd have just knocked on the door, said, hey, we're gonna turn your water off, I'd have paid it. But no, they can embarrass me in front of the whole neighborhood, turn it off, put the biggest blue note ever on the door, so they clearly know. The whole neighborhood knows I got my water turned off. And all 100 people watching right now know I got my water turned off too, so there's that. The end of my conversation with the water company and water people.
Kevin01 says just send Venmo.
Thank you. I used what you sent me to get my water turned back on. Kevin, thank you so much for that. At the end of my call. Oh, hold on.
I'm trying to coordinate with HCA now.
It's going to be a hang up that I received. Caller states that his ex-girlfriend is going to be at his window.
720. Correction. 701-27.
Alan Anderson 4128 says got a house on San Bernard, but I'm in Wisconsin.
His ex-girlfriend is going to be at his window and won't leave.
Don't see that clear, show me out. Don't see that clear, show me out of that residence.
Yes, there's the advice the caller's asking for you to not go with Star in July.
Oh, there was a crazy girlfriend.
On that last bit.
Just the advice that the caller is requesting for you to go no lights, no sirens. They're on the left side of the house. She's going to be standing outside the window. And he's
Don't see that clear, show me out of that residence.
So there was someone at that house. They're just hiding. Dang it, we're already right here.
Just the advice, the complainant is stating that they're on the left side of the house. She's going to be standing outside the window and he's talking to her.
Leah 1962 says, man, can't understand the dispatcher talking so fast.
So, here's what the guy's doing. He's saying he's distracting the girl by talking to her. And then he tells the cops.
On County Road 25, we're just north of Olympia.
He tells the cops to not come with lights and sirens.
License plate.
That's a bitch move. That's a bitch move right there.
071 Edward 4 Victor, shipping back to a red Ducati.
Sorry, for 28. It's going to be X-ray Mary William 5986. X-ray Mary William 5986. Sorry, for 28.
Yeah, I'm on the field right now.
It's going to be X-ray Mary William 5986. X-ray Mary William 5986. That's great.
Amen.
722. I'll be out on that vehicle right now.
No, this one's over. They just pulled off right when I got here.
704, just be advised, I'm not getting a return on that 28.
We were too late.
Correction, it's going to be X-ray Mary William, 5986.
Kevin Vin 01 says send another $50 Venmo.
Thank you so much, Kevin. It does. It really does.
704, just be advised, I'm not getting a return on that 28.
722. Clear for name and date of birth.
Correction, it's going to be X-ray Mary William, 5986.
Destiny Herrera. Date of birth is going to be August 18th, 2000.
Right, before I do listing for Hotel 206.
Alan Anderson 4128 says you scared them.
Clear for name and date of birth.
They're not afraid of little old me.
Destiny Herrera. Date of birth is going to be August 18th, 2004.
Sector JG looks clear.
Jethro Miller says Kevin Venbo 1 sent another $50 Venmo. Hope it helps.
That's so kind. Thank you, Kevin.
Alan Anderson 4128 says they are afraid of your camera emoji.
704.
What?
Hope Alert 26 says 6 cop cars, 1 car Angleton.
Where at?
An admin line call of a mill asking for an officer at that location. He then disconnected the line and nobody contacted him.
What is going on in Freeport?
704.
Hope Alert 26 says Hospital and Downing.
Hospital and
Hardnick
Downing.
Lynch subscribed on YouTube.
Thank you for that. I don't think we can make it there.
An officer at that location. He then disconnected the line and nobody contacted him.
There's no way I can make it. By the time I drive there, they'll definitely be over. No, I'm not hearing any radio drive. If it escalates, obviously we'll go. 6 cars. There must be nobody on the road in Angleton right now.
73 says tagged you in something on Discord.
Okay.
Left flight for your flight number 1183, MRN 36469179. Picking up a 32-year-old male, 140 pounds with seizures, intubated, GCS is 3, blood pressure
Jethro Miller says
114
Macaulay
over
43 sent 100 for 2 joules 2 times.
Thank you so much for the joules.
2 peripherals, propofol, levo, normal saline infusing, currently at Memorial Herman Northeast. To the, he was at ICU 4040, coming back to Memorial Herman, TMC, to the new ICU, we're still waiting for the assignment.
Well, anyway, at the end of my conversation with the water people, I was like, you know, water comes from rain. And they're like, have a good day, sir. All right, the girlfriend's gonna be on her way.
I think we copied most of that. Where's the patient at exactly?
Have a good day, Mr. Gray.
Patients at Memorial Herman Northeast ICU 4040 4040.
$172 for a damn water bill. Out your damn mind.
And it looks like for my crew, your patient's going to be going to Memorial Herman TMC 7 Challenge 724.
724.
Luckily, I had my TikTok money and the donations. It equaled right at $170.
Two on 4-3.
If you are watching over on the vertical stream on YouTube, there is a perfect 1080p picture as well. If you just go to my channel and click on it, we dual stream in vertical and landscape. If you're tired of the little bitty picture. I don't see why anybody watches a vertical stream. It drives me insane.
Looking for Hotel 208. You got 3 souls, 2 plus 6, 440.
You're missing half the picture.
Tony Deal Meta 3 says, another red light.
Another red light.
Roger, say I'm listening.
Then touch go to channel. Both streams will be listed there.
Yep.
26.
Yeah, I despise streaming in vertical. It really bothers me. Especially when I put all the work into my overlays and my location, got the GPS going. There's not enough real estate in the vertical live to do that. It'd take up the whole damn thing.
Go ahead.
Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for the bits, the subscriptions, the kicks, the super chats, the jewels. Thank you for everything. We will see you guys a little bit later on tonight.
All units should be advised. I attempted to make contact with that number over 4 times. I'm unable to reach anyone. We don't have the number in house as well.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Into that call as well, but I'm also available if another call drops.
Which is it?
Jeffrey Miller says, John, honestly, I've always been vertical until I've seen the positive it's brought to you.
I'm unable to reach anyone. We don't have that number in house as well.
Yeah, that's the only, YouTube will only promote the vertical live, so that's the reason we do it. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow.
Grace says, night.
Good night to you,
Random
and happy birthday to you once again.
Good night, John.
Happy birthday to you, Savage Girl. Oh, saved by Grace. Thank you. Save BT Grace. Thank you. Happy birthday. Good night.
Cherry says, have a good day, Mr. Gray.
You too. It's going to take me a second in the streams. I'm going to put
Alan
you guys...
Anderson 4128 says, be safe, God bless you. Folded hands emoji.
I'm going to put you guys on previously recorded for a minute and then end it when I get to my house because of this new server. I don't have access to it. So give me a second. I'm going to put you on previously recorded. And I'm actually going to end the stream over on...
Alan Anderson 4128 says night. Savage Grace says, thanks, check Discord.
Will do.
Okay.